Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beach of sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high.
Hello, tubers. End of dancing chair music and time to get on with the show. And welcome to the live stream. I'm Cooper, and this is my good friend and trusty sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider, also aka Brock Snitters. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, all good in the hood.
So we both had a day off on Saturday. I wasn't on a live stream, and neither were you. And I was out with the gang, and we went around Mapachon Lake, rented bicycles. I rented an e-bike.
Yeah.
And boy, that sucker was quick.
And what time of the day was this?
4 o'clock in the afternoon, because it
Hotter
was
than the
cooler.
hubs of hell. Like
Nope, it was nice and cool
Oh,
going around the
okay.
lake. Fresh breeze there.
Yeah.
So what's happening in the news, Brooke?
What's happening in the news? Well, let's start off by saying that piece about them breathalyzing you off the plane.
Oh my God, you got to bring that up.
That was April Fool's.
That was an April Fool's joke, and I fell for it.
So did
And
I.
it was brought out by Pattaya Times newspaper.
Yeah,
I,
I know.
can't believe it. They got
Well,
a
I
sense
even
of
said,
humor.
I said, yeah, good luck with that. That ain't.
But
no.
you know what? It's great that the Thais have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it is.
it is.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. This is the
Yep.
first time I've seen it in the newspaper in Thailand. They did an April Fool's joke.
And Songkran's on this week, so
It's just officially started
Yeah.
yesterday.
get
Yes.
ready for the water fights. So how that affects me, at least, is I'm watching like head on a swivel looking for water pistols, water guns, buckets sitting beside the road. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? With nobody there, they're hiding. So yeah, you got to be a little bit sharp.
Teenage Ninja Thai kids.
Yep.
Those
So-
ones.
I won't be traveling that much. Let's just say. Yeah.
Okay, well, you got to come over here twice a week for a live stream. So,
Well, yeah, but it's early enough in the morning. The Thais sleep in. So, yeah, I should be fine in the morning, man. They're gonna have to. They'd have to be dedicated to be out that early trying to get you with water. You know.
oh, 10 o'clock is the end of the live stream, so they might get you on the way out.
Well, that's it. That's on the way home. I got to watch it more. So, but I did stop to gas up today.
Okay, how was
all
it?
the pumps were full, so they had fuels. The diesel price was down, I think.
I know, I'm loving that.
And I gassed with the 95, the premium, and it was 44, say 43.95, call it 44. But before this fiasco in the Middle East started, it was 10 cents less, or 10 baht, sorry, 10 baht less. So yeah, hey, it is what it is, but still cheap.
Yeah, I looked last week, diesel had gotten up to 50 baht a liter. And I filled up yesterday on the way to Mapachan Lake. It was at 44.
Good deal.
So it's dropped down 6 baht. I'm happy.
Maybe those fishing boats will be able to head out now.
I think they needed under 40 for that. Because
some of them
diesel was 29. So it's still 15 baht up from what it was pre the problems in the Gulf.
Now, did I hear the bot buses went to 15?
They did.
Jesus, that's a 50% increase.
I know it's now what, 40 cents instead of 30.
You think it's just for Songkran, or it's going to be from now on?
Until the government gets the diesel prices and the gasoline prices under control, I think it's going to stay that way.
Yeah, most of those are pickup trucks.
Yeah,
with the seating in the back and the
canopy.
But I would imagine most are diesel.
They are.
Yeah, because most of the trucks here are diesel, to be honest, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Thailand makes any gasoline pickup trucks.
Okay.
I think they're all diesel.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
I've
looked at Isuzu, I've looked at Toyota, Ford, Mitsubishi. I haven't seen any that are gasoline.
If you're looking at buying a vehicle here, I would say pickup trucks are the best deal, best value.
Oh, they have it. Yeah, because they're subsidized by the Thai government.
Tax less. Yeah.
Exactly. And you can pick up a brand new pickup truck here for under $20,000 US.
Good.
Brand spanking new. It'll be the lower range one. It won't be the top of the range. But you can get one if you want for under 20,000 brand new with a 5-year warranty. Can't beat it.
No.
Absolutely can't beat it.
You must have had a good sleep last night.
Why is that?
Well, you're pretty sharp this morning. You're sharp as a tack, really. And you look like
I didn't have a live
You're right
stream.
into it.
I got an early night sleep for once.
Good for you.
I didn't go to bed at midnight. I actually went to bed at 9 o'clock last night.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic. Darlene said, "You ready for bed?" I said, "Hell yes."
Oh good. No, I didn't sleep as good. Jackie's gone to the Philippines.
Oh,
yeah, you missed her.
Poor Brookie.
Well,
nobody's there to make you breakfast and coffee in the morning.
My hugs at night.
Don't get your hugs at night.
Yeah. But she did cook up a storm before she left, so I got lots of food in the fridge.
And when's she back?
Friday.
Oh, not too bad.
Short trip, but
yeah.
Every year she pretty well goes at this time of year for the kids have the graduation. And the funny thing is, it's the graduations here are in the Philippines are every year. Doesn't matter what grade you graduated, you're getting the celebration.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Our kids are exactly the same way.
Yeah.
So what's happened in the news in regards to the oil situation?
Well, the peace negotiations fell apart. I wouldn't say fell apart. They just didn't make enough progress, let's say. Although there was some agreement on certain points.
Yeah.
Probably minor ones like release of funds, easing of sanctions, should they agree. I think the major sticking from what I've gleaned from the tidbits, they wouldn't give up the nuclear
material that they already accumulated.
Yeah, nor the right to further proceed with their peaceful nuclear options. So so that was a red line, I think, for not only the U.S. but Israel. And so that they decided to agree to disagree on the major points. And, you know, I was a little surprised that they left as quick as they did. You know, I would have thought maybe they'd have another second day or, you know, third day and try and have, but they must have seen from probably both sides there was no flexibility or none they figure would be given to pursue the talks. So I think they only lasted a day and that was the end of that.
Well, from what I understood, it lasted almost 21 hours
straight.
That's a long time to be sitting in a room
Yeah,
talking.
It's actually a good sign.
Yeah.
So they definitely got their points across, I'm sure, on both sides. But I think the way it was kind of like interesting how Vance left it. You know, he's a pretty level-headed guy. I think that Vance, I like him. He left them, okay, if you can agree to this, we're good. And he left it with them so they can decide.
Right.
So nothing's happened, and I haven't heard about acceptance or refusal of the, you know, the final plan, let's say. So it would have been a give and take probably in that plan. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll see.
Well, the good news is nobody's shooting at each other right now. So even though the deal or the negotiation collapsed, we'll call it a negotiation, that's what it is. Even though it collapsed, nobody's gone back to shooting at each other. Iran hasn't fired any missiles at the UAE, the Gulf states, or Israel, and nobody's been firing at Iran either. There's a lot of political unrest going on in Iran with its citizens against the IRGC.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, that's all over the news right now.
Okay, well, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a lot of political unrest going on. And who knows, is that the start of an uprising where they get rid of their own leadership and say, no, we're going to go to a democracy and we're going to vote in who we want, not who the mullahs want to be in charge of the state of Iran.
Interesting. Well, the you know, the news, the internet is still on a blackout over there. So you're not really getting, in my opinion, firsthand updates on what the real situation is. So maybe
they have Starlink.
I was just going to say, maybe through Starlink, you're getting some, you know, accurate information out to the world. But I haven't come across that, let's say.
Yeah, I've been watching quite a bit of it. And I follow a guy on YouTube. He's a British Iranian. His name's Myra Tusi. And his YouTube channel is called Tusi TV, if you ever want to watch it. He's been on Fox News a couple times recently. And his father is over there, and he left as a teenager, and he's not been able to get back since. He hasn't seen his father since he left. And he gets his daily news from his friends that are still there. And they have Starlink, and they're able to communicate with them and send them videos of exactly what's going on, boots on ground, eye view of what's going on. And there's been quite a lot of uprising from what I've seen on his channel, where the people are starting to fight back. You know, something I hope England does one day, because England has gotten extremely bad over the last 10 years since all these migrant boats were able to come into the UK. And it's almost become a predominantly Muslim country. But it's the Muslims that the Muslims don't want, if you know what I mean. It's the undesirables are the ones that are going and creating all the havoc that you're seeing. And you're seeing riots all over the England. And right now...
And again, you don't hear a lot of that in the news.
Oh, you're not watching the right channels.
Well, you get tidbits on, well, BBC. Is that not the right channel?
Hell no. It's politicized to no end.
Okay.
They are spinning one of their own narratives.
I would think
they
so.
deny everything, you know, so it's not a news channel I trust.
Probably financed by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
biased, let's say. There was a big election in Hungary.
Yes. Who won?
Orban. Well, Orban did not win after 16 years.
He's been in power a long time.
Yeah.
Almost as long as Putin.
Yeah, and he was
from Russia.
You know, and he was the guy, the stumbling block with the EU helping Ukraine and doing certain things against Russia. he'd veto everything like that. So they say that'll now tend to align Hungary with the rest of them.
Okay.
So, you know, Putin lost an ally there, let's say, and you know, he admitted defeat, and he looks like he's going to step away peacefully. So the other guy that won, he won a tremendous landslide.
Okay.
Apparently over 2/3 of all the seats and votes. So that gives him what they call a super majority. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You would have.
What's interesting, he used to be an ally of Orban. So
Mm.
we'll see what happens on that front. But he's not pro-Russia, which is good. So
Yeah. So here's what's happening. The latest with Iran, the U.S. and Israel is the American president's come out and he's put on True Social his daily tweets that he likes to do. And he said he's going to do a tit for tat. If Iran is not allowing any ships to go through the Strait of Hormuz, if they're unwilling to pay the $2 million bribe money, toll money to get through, then he's going to put a blockade on the Strait of Hormuz, but only for those vessels that want to go to the Iranian ports. Who's the biggest that's going to hit? China.
yeah, they get a lot of oil out of there.
Because China gets roughly 40% of their oil from the Strait of Hormuz. Well,
It's funny they wouldn't get most of it from Russia.
they do. Russia's a
Right next
large
door.
supplier of, they have the pipeline,
Yeah,
Siberian pipeline that goes to China. But they also get a large part from the Strait of Hormuz as well. And
I don't think it'll hurt Russia or China. I think they'll have a workaround. It'll hurt Iran because they're shipping. That's
that's
big
their main
customer
source
they ain't
of
got
income.
anymore.
You look at the state of Kuwait or Qatar, for example, or Iraq, 80% of their revenue is from LNG or oil.
Yeah.
Liquid gas or oil, one of the two. And the state of Kuwait, I lived there for quite a few years, working there as a defense contractor for the US Army, pays zero taxes. The people pay zero taxes. My company provided us with a house in Kuwait, bigger than the one I'm in now. It was 3 times the size of
I've seen
Kuwait.
pictures. Yeah.
It was massive, absolutely massive. You could fit this living room in our living room 4 times again. It was that big. It must have been 800 square meters plus, maybe 1,000 square meters. And I can tell you, we never, ever got a water or electric bill. Ever.
It was all in the rent.
It's free.
No.
There is no water, no electric bill. You can leave the aircon running 24/7, 365,
Wow.
and you never get a bill. It's free. Water was more expensive than gasoline in the state of Kuwait. I could fill up my car for $3, Brooke.
Whoo.
That's how cheap it was. Completely tax-free.
But not a place you'd necessarily want to retire to.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. One of the worst places on the planet.
That's what I hear.
It was a shithole. I got to say it.
Oh,
It
tough
was the
language.
worst place on the planet. I did meet some nice Kuwaitis, few and far between.
There's kids watching this, you know that.
That's okay. They probably hear that from their friends and everybody else. I'm
Little
not-
Mike.
Yeah, little Mike, he's almost 18. But anyways, how does that affect Thailand? Well, Thailand's gone out and they've managed to source oil from other revenues. For example, they're able to now get it from the USA and Venezuela, amongst other places, and several other places they're sourcing it from too.
Yep.
But
Good.
here's the problem. These tankers are absolutely massive. Have you ever seen one of these tankers up close, Brooke?
Not well. I've seen it from a distance of maybe a mile,
Okay, well, they're
and it was
absolute-
loaded with those boxes, and that's the biggest ship.
I'm not
I've
talking container ships.
No, but that's, you know, on a size-wise, that's the biggest ship I've ever seen.
Well, I'm talking the oil tankers.
Well,
they're
probably bigger.
absolutely massive.
Yeah,
And they can hold like 2 million barrels of oil. That's a lot of oil.
yeah, good.
But here's the thing. They go slow as anything. When Darlene and I did the cruise ship from Rio, South America to Europe, we saw loads of these suckers out in the ocean. And they were like 5 times bigger than our cruise ship. And our cruise ship was pretty big as well. You know, so they're massive. And they are puttling along maybe the speed of a bicycle, 10 kilometers an hour. You know, they're not going very fast in the water.
No
They're
need
super
to.
heavy.
Yeah, no need to.
So it takes them a long time to get from A to B.
Yeah,
And if you're looking from a tanker going from the Strait of Hormuz to Thailand, it's 10 days, Brooke.
Well, yeah, more now.
On a cruise ship, you can do it in 3 days. A tanker takes 10. So it takes over 3 times the time it takes to do on a cruise ship. And a cruise ship's traveling about 20 knots. So these ships are traveling about 6 knots. Not very fast. And it's going to take a long time to get here. So you figure that's from the Middle East. Think what it would be from South America.
Or US.
Or US. You're talking 6 weeks from end to end.
Possibly. If they go from the Western US, it wouldn't be 6 weeks, I wouldn't think. I have to check that.
From the West, what, from California?
Yeah,
side?
across the Pacific.
Possibly. I mean, I know a cruise ship does that in about 10 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'd be double that anyways.
Yeah. So I've seen cruise ships go from Vancouver to Japan. Takes about 10 days.
I think the point is, the bottom line, at least my understanding from, you know, the local people I've spoke to, is there's not going to be a big shortage at this point.
Not for us.
Not for us, not for Thailand.
But
Prices will be up,
yes.
you know, based on, hey, look at the world price. You can't subsidize something in your own country if the world price is all around you is you know, 50% more, because there'll be leakage. You know, the fuel will be leaving the country for that. But yeah, no, I understand they're going to be okay. The funny thing is, I think it's taught a lot of the Asian countries who are in the same boat as Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
That they're going to have to think twice now about building reserves, who they're going to buy from, you know, more stable, you know, suppliers, let's say. I do think Iran is, you know, maybe shot themselves in the foot a bit here, because who is going to want to book contracts with them for oil going forward? This thing gets resolved eventually.
I think Iran's lost a lot of trust on the world stage now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to hurt them more than anybody else.
In the long run.
And I can guarantee you the Gulf states are looking at this extremely serious right now.
Well, sure.
And they're thinking, we ain't never going to allow this to happen again. Dubai came out on the news and announced that they're going to build. Remember, they built all those artificial islands with the sandbars?
Yep.
Well, they're going to build their equivalent of the Suez Canal going through the mountains.
Jesus, that'll be an undertaking.
Well, they estimate it's going to cost $200 billion.
They got the money.
Suez Canal, how much did that cost? Under $10 billion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100 years ago.
I'm just saying,
Let's,
as an example,
what's the price today? And
it's going to cost
dollars.
$200 billion. It's going to have to be, they said it's going to have to be something like 2 miles wide, and it's got to be 65 feet deep, because the tankers have got to go through, and when they're heavy, obviously they're, you know, the weight goes down, and It's got to have
2
enough
miles
water.
wide. That
2
is-
miles wide.
That's huge. That's a big project, and that's not something that's going to happen in 2 years, 5 years, even. That's probably a 10-year project or more.
They say they can do it within 2
Really?
2 years.
Oh my Lord! Well, I don't. Okay, we'll see.
They said they can do it. Well, they did start it.
Okay.
Okay, they had this conversation the last time Iran closed the strait, and they actually started it, but then everything calmed down, it went back to normal, and they stopped it. So it's already started. There was already the digging, you know, already a lot of it done. I think they said it was like 30% completion. So they have 70% left to do. Well, the 70% left that they have to do is actually the easiest part because they already dug through the mountains.
Mm.
So couldn't they do it in 2? I'm probably saying no. I think it's going to be closer to 5 years. I've been out in that area 100 times, and it's pretty rough terrain. You know, it's solid rock that you got to get through, and the only way you're going to do that is you got to use dynamite. You got to use explosives to blow it up. No digger is going to get through it. You know, you're going to have to blow it up, and that's another section. You got to clear out the rubble, blow up the next section. You ever been to a mine? You know, does Canada have mines?
All kinds.
You know,
What
like
the
copper
hell are
mines,
you-
coal mines, diamond mines.
Absolutely.
Well, you've seen the big
Gold
quarries.
mines, diamond mines.
You've seen the big quarries where the road goes
Yeah.
around and
Alright.
around, around like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have to blow that out,
Okay.
and
Uh,
it takes quite a long time. It's not
yeah.
an easy job.
I wonder if I know more about the U.S. than you know about Canada.
Probably.
After
'Cause
that
I've never been to
statement.
Canada.
Oh,
I've
geez.
seen it from the Rockies, you know, when I went to Sturgis, you know, to the bike festival. But I never went across the Rockies into Canada. It was just never on my bucket list.
Well, you really missed a treat.
Yeah.
One other thing with Thailand, guys, is you know, the oil prices are up worldwide. Obviously, it has affected the cost of fuel here, though we're not the shortages that they were, you know, broadcasting 2 weeks ago by any means. The baht bus used to be 10 baht a ride, and now it's gone up to 15.
Yeah. So instead of 30, it's 45 cents.
45
US.
cents. It'll take you the whole route. So, but that's 50%. You know what I mean? So it's but they deserve it. I have seen food prices go up here, Coop, on the menus.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to do a double take. Hold it, I didn't pay that last time, and nothing's really changed on the menu. It's the same thing. They've just reprinted it with the new prices. So there is a bit of inflation, let's say, in Thailand. Is my point. You know, obviously, everything's based to some extent on oil pricing, whether it's through deliveries and vehicles or cost of fertilizer, which, you know, different various things. But yeah, I've seen the prices go up here. Now, one thing that's not gone up is tourism.
No.
And
It's down.
And I don't think accommodation prices are anywhere going up soon. In fact, you can probably get a hell of a deal. I think that tourism is down significantly from a year ago. Even
I would
for
say
some-
about 30-40% right now.
Yeah, I would say at least 20, you know, 20 to 30, but it's just not busy out there like it used to be in prior years. So what's this, our fourth?
Yes.
You know, third or fourth Songkran. And, you know, I know even in Dusset where I am, Coop, there's just like May 1st, yeah, it dies. You know, it's like, we're a ghost town. Well, it's kind of not like exactly like that now, but damn close. And it's not even Songkran. Well, it starts today, I guess. But yeah, so that's unusual. The roads aren't as busy. And you see some of the reports that the restaurants aren't as busy. You know, the
Hotels are complaining on the news. There's a lot
Yeah.
of cancellations now.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, because jet fuel.
Well, the flights got canceled, like thousands of them, you know, based through the Middle East coming to Bangkok. So I think it was like 1,500 flights. But
Yeah. Well, you know, we're going on a cruise in June.
Yeah.
around the Mediterranean, Greek islands.
Again?
Yep. I can't get a flight.
Really?
Yep. I went on Thai Airways website with Darlene last week, and they have a flight that goes direct from Bangkok to Istanbul, which is where we're
Nice.
getting the cruise ship.
I would, yeah.
Great. Don't have a layover.
How many hours would that be?
9.
Well, that ain't bad.
That's no 9 hours is nothing. I mean, I've done transatlantic that are a lot longer than them, so 9 hours is nothing. I've done a 19-hour flight. That was a long flight. So we looked, and from now until the end of June, it said not available,
Not available, not available.
Every single
Ooh.
day we looked. So now we got to look at alternatives like Turkish Airlines might be an idea to think about, and also Emirates. Emirates is by far my favorite. Qatar Airways might be another one, even though I hate them. I may have to, bite the bullet and go back with them. But it just goes to show there's
Are
a
they
lot of
just
people
not
afraid.
flying, or is it sold out, or what? Why is there? You'd think they must not be
It
flying.
can't be sold out, Brooke.
No, it can't.
It can't. Impossible. No way. Because you're talking low season.
Well, there's no flight set. They've
None.
canceled them.
Canceled all the flights from now until the end of June.
Mm.
I couldn't find a single flight. Said not available.
Or they might reopen in 2 weeks or a month, maybe.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah,
I'm
because I
hoping so.
think there'd be specials to get the people back.
you
know,
would
I
think so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a tough call on that. What to do?
Okay, let's get started with the show. 128 people watching. Now we're going to go over to the comments and let you guys add your 2 cents. So without further ado, we'll get it started off with Bare Knuckle.
Fighter says, "Who's got fresh powder ready to deploy?"
Somebody thinks the market's going to go down.
Yeah, I think they did in some of the countries.
Well, crypto had gone down, but that's because they
Well,
were expecting the shooting to start again, and it
it's
hasn't.
hanging in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll know tonight, won't we? Alpha Romeo from Southern Ontario. Good evening, everyone. It's unfortunate my comment last week came true. The U.S.-Iran deal went sideways within days. Ouch.
It's always the way It's always the way with negotiations, with the first ones. Think of Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine wanted to be part of NATO. Russia said, hell no. You are not going to become part of NATO. And that was the main contention, and they didn't have a deal. They met like 8 times, and they couldn't come up with a deal. And that was the main sticking point. Ukraine wanted to make sure this never happened again. And if they're a member of NATO, Russia would have never done it. Invaded Ukraine. So
Alpha goes on to say, on a positive note, he's wishing everyone in Thailand a happy Songkran. He's been here for that. The largest water fight has begun in Salam, Bangkok.
correct.
6-kilometer road closed both ways, so they'll be going at it. Yes, even the police are fair game and smiling.
They are enemy number 1 in Thailand.
Sure.
And you rarely see them. And I'll tell you what, the Thais see a police officer on the street.
He's getting soaked.
He is going, yeah, he is soaking freaking wet.
Yeah. He's made to be there, or he's decided, oh, what the heck, let's give these guys some fun. Because
I have seen it before.
Okay.
And the Thai police, you know what they do? They wear a big trench coat.
Okay.
With a hoodie on it. Goes from head all the way down to toe. A waterproof trench coat. Because they know they're getting soaked.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. And that's interesting. You wouldn't see that, in my opinion, in any other country on the planet.
Other than Thailand.
Yeah, other than Thailand.
Yeah.
And mind you, it's the only time of the year you get away with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Soaking a police officer.
Yeah. Any other time you're going to jail.
Oh, yeah. You're getting hammered.
So they make the most of it.
Sure. Captain Action says, hit that like button. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. It's free.
Thanks for being a
Pound
channel
it.
member. Alpha goes on to say, is Adam back the real Satoshi Nakamoto?
No. I saw his interview he did on TV, and he basically said he was one of the first people that got an email from Satoshi. So he said, no. He said, whoever he is, he's a lot more intelligent.
It's a good interview
than
he
I
had
am.
on CNBC. I will say that.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about that guy until that interview. But Mike the Medic, good evening from the good old USA. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. I totally agree with that. I think
I agree too.
Most people on the planet got to agree with that statement.
Well, they've already said if they ever get a nuke, they will use it and they will fire it at Israel.
Take out that probably Tel Aviv is Gandhi.
Yeah.
We need to stop the persecution of its own people by the government there. We need to stop international terrorism. This is for the world. He's got a lot of
and they're paying their
points.
proxies. You know, those in Yemen. You got Hezbollah in Lebanon in the north. You know, they were funding ISIS at one point.
Yeah, one time.
Taliban.
They were, yep.
You know, so they funded quite a lot of terrorism and used them as their proxies.
See, I do think one thing, Coop, just where's the money? It's, in my opinion,
Weapons.
It's always about the money. So if the world can cut off the money supply to Iran, eventually they run out. And nobody's going to give them credit. Like their currency ain't worth shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants that paper. They got to either pay in Bitcoin or in gold or something, I'm sure. And that's going to get depleted. So maybe by blocking and not let any ships go of their tankers out of there, that's probably a thing. Keep the sanctions on for the, payments online. And, maybe eventually that'll bear fruit.
Maybe it'll bring them back to the negotiating table. It's better than shooting each other.
Well, exactly. And when you run out of money, like any of these conflicts, in my opinion, in the world are, there's money involved.
Always.
What a sale. There he is. Hello, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke from Robert from Texas. Good old Texas. Looking forward to a lively discussion. Love to all in the chat.
And good morning to you,
He
Robert.
wishes he was here.
He does.
Yeah, it's probably similar weather. I think is he Corpus Christi or Biggest Chris from Lost Wages? Greetings, CBD and gang. Wishing all a great week ahead and happy Songkran to you all in the land of smiles.
Yeah, and happy Songkran to everybody on the live stream. Yes, it's Thai New Year. For those that don't know, it's not just a water festival; it's actually their New Year.
Their New Year, and that's
they're under a different calendar than we are in the West. Even though they still celebrate New Year's Eve here, you still get the fireworks go off and all that. But for Thailand, their New Year's April.
Yeah, so you apparently add 543 to our year.
Yeah.
And that's their year.
Thai year.
So that's easy to remember. 5, 4, 3, the countdown. Just add that. So interesting, eh? I didn't know. I just found that out a couple weeks ago, Goop. Tommy the Tominator from New York City. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Remember, diamond hands. It wouldn't surprise me if the market went up and stocks have priced in this event already.
I can tell you oil's going to go up.
You'd think oil, but maybe not as bad as it was. We'll see. Tommy's got a point. I would assume the markets would be down. There's no agreement, but there's
no fighting.
If
either.
Everybody's thinking the same way that it's going down, Tommy's right. It's probably going up. And yeah, your point, no fighting. That's a good sign. Vegas Chris, I'm with Alpha. I've been thinking Adam back as Satoshi Nakamoto for a few years now. Way too much info lines up to it.
Question mark.
Yeah, well, whoever Satoshi is sitting on 1 million Bitcoins.
1.1 million.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yes, you do, sir.
Mr. Big
I
Brain.
know what one Satoshi is. It's 1.1 million Bitcoin.
Good for you. Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, CBD gang. Have a great show.
And thank you, Jack. Hope you're healing nicely from your little bike accident.
What
yesterday.
happened?
He hit Pinky.
He hit Pinky.
He did.
Oh, did he do it?
They
on
both
purpose?
fell. No, it was an accident. They both fell down, but she didn't get hurt, but he did.
Well, Jack's, I guess he's not been riding too long, is he?
He's all right
Is he
on a
getting too
bicycle.
old, or what's the matter there? Why is he picking on Pinky?
No, he's that sort
Things
of guy.
happen, eh? Love you, Jack. Don't
Love
worry.
you and Pinky. Yeah, hope you're both doing well. And maybe we'll see you at bowling, but I'm pretty sure it won't be. And we got our first shout out from RevDoc88, who bought us a coffee and says, yeah, come on, phone, load. It's not going to load. Let's go to the email. It'll come up there. There we go. Who bought us a coffee and says the countdown is on. We'll be there in 8 days. Wow, 8 days.
8 days on the road, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Going to a soccer game in Buriram, and hope to see you guys at one of the events. Is VIP service worth it at the airport? Yes.
Yeah.
Also, who was $4? Also, it was $4 a gallon mid-grade in Raleigh on Friday. Peace and blessings to you and yours. And thank you for that, Rev Doc. Yes, VIP service is excellent. You miss all the queues at immigration coming into Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok. You don't have to. You go to the VIP line, and you'll maybe have 5 people in front of you. The busiest I've ever seen it through the VIP line.
Yeah, definitely do it.
Yeah, whereas the main line, you got hundreds of people in front of you. You're going to stand in a long queue.
Can I tell a little story?
Shoot.
So Cooper convinces me to fly business class from the Philippines to Thailand. First time ever.
Yeah.
What do we spend the money? Trust me. You get through the VIP line, you said it's better. Oh, okay, short trip, I'll try it, Anyways, we get there, land in Bangkok, walking through to the checking the immigration counter, and I see this lineup like zig like a snake, and oh my God, we don't have to go. No. That's if you had a booked economy, Brooke, which you wanted to do. Okay, we walk past them. We get to the VIP better. We're the first guys there.
There was no line.
No lineup. We walk right through. I'm totally a believer in the VIP after seeing that. I would have been an hour and a half standing in that line before even getting to that. Yeah. So good point, guys. VIP is worth it. Just quickly, the meet and greet he asked about hopefully getting together. The meet and greet is April the 21st.
21st this month,
which is not this Tuesday, not tomorrow, a week tomorrow. At 6 at Fraser's. So come one, come all.
Yeah.
Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke. Everyone hit that thumbs up, make Darlene smile.
And the great thing is, by the 21st, the water festival's over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the big day's on the 19th. What is the last day of Songkran?
Yep. David Lowe, there he is, checking in from a beautiful, warm, sunny, jumped-in morning down at the beach. Thank you for the information and fun live streams and community meetups.
And you're very welcome, David.
David participates in pretty well everything that we do.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy, interesting fellow, good bike rider. He's on the bike rides. Always see him at Fraser's. And he's always at Brecky, and good guy.
And he's going home later on this month.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's got to go home. He's got some stuff to take care of.
Okay.
He'll be back in about 6 months.
Yep.
So countdown begins, David.
What a sale. Love the short Saturday video, Cooper. Always honest and straightforward, which I respect. Yeah, good on you.
And thank you. What a sale. Yeah, that video had to be done because that was the whole point why I built this channel, was because I wanted to show that no matter where you're from, everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the color of your skin, your sexuality, your race, your religion, your gender, or which way you vote in the U.S. elections or your home country elections. You're all welcome here. Put that behind you. Get the chip off your shoulder. Let your hair down. Come to Thailand. Ain't nobody going to sweat you.
We'll even take Canadians, won't we?
Yeah, God, 1 or 2.
Next, please. There we go. Timmy P from Alberta. Good day to the CBD gang and everyone. Hoping all is well. It is, Timmy.
We are, Tim. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Mike the Medic. Yeah, he has a real bulldog in that one.
I was, because it had to be said. Mike and everybody else in the chat, had to be said. because the channel was getting too political, and we needed to cut it down a bit. We don't want to rile anybody up. We don't want to make anybody upset. We want everybody to be happy, and hence why I had to make the video. And yes, I'm probably partly to blame, you know, and so is Brooke. But
me,
we love you all, and those that have met us in person know that, and are happy with that. The video got over 60 comments, and there were some pretty bad ones in there, I must admit. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It was a very informative video.
And they can see the comments.
And they can see the comments,
well,
and there
good.
were some very, very bad comments in there. I was surprised to see some of them there.
Maybe it was trolls.
Yeah. One of them said, "Cooper, you're a nobody," and or something, or what was it? It was a real negative comment, and nobody wants to join your little group.
Yeah, that was it.
You know, and I'm like, really? We got over 600 people here. Nobody? Almost 19,000 subscribers, 2,000 on our Facebook group. All want to live here in the land of smiles and want to make friends while they're at it.
People that find the channel, this is just my opinion, but people that find the channel, follow it, and are coming to Thailand.
Yeah.
It's like a support network. I mean, can you imagine, you know, coming in cold turkey?
Yeah.
Don't know a soul here. Shit, maybe I'll try.
You're going to be a lonely man or woman.
You could be, unless you're a totally sociable person, you know, or speak Thai. Good luck with that. Yeah, so it's a godsend, I think, having the group, and the members will tell you that. Yeah, it's now, hey, some of them migrate to Phuket and migrate to different spots in Thailand. But at least, you know, if they start here and get to know a bunch of people, come to a meet and greet. In heavens, you get a lot of line numbers exchanged, and you develop relationships you'll probably maintain for years. So
yeah,
it does help that way big time.
And one other thing about that video and all those comments, I didn't answer a single one. I chose not to. Why? Because I'm all for free speech. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Did you like everyone though? That's good to do
I
that.
didn't do any of it. I left it all there. I'm all for free speech. You know, I'm not going to chastise anybody for their political leanings. It doesn't matter to me. We're all retirees at the end of the day. I was reaching out to the, you know, why can't we all get along, people in the world? And those ones that bashed it, I didn't delete them. I didn't block them.
Haters are going to hate.
Yeah. Because I wanted to leave it free and open for everybody to say what they wanted to say.
No, you'll find that here. Yep. Everyone is allowed their opinion. Mike the Swede, good morning from Phetchabun. Where's that? We fled Pattaya because of all the water splashing, talking Songkran here. Staying up here until the 27th. Hope everyone is good with the CTA group and wish you all a happy Songkran.
Somebody doesn't want to get wet.
Where's Phetchabun? Is that
up north?
Up north, okay.
Yeah,
and it's not a big deal up there, maybe the festival.
It's smaller area.
Smaller area.
So not too many tourists go up there.
One thing I heard here, Coop, maybe you know more about it. So Songkran, it's not just a 1 or 2 day or 3 day thing.
It's a week.
It migrates to different areas on different days.
Correct.
So shit, it's on for a while. Okay, good. What a sale. Happy song time. Mike the Medic, chair dance time.
He loves it when our intro plays.
What a sale, Mike Medic. Yep. A-okay. Terry Fallon. Hello, Coop, Brooke, Darlena, and all in the chat.
Hello, Terry and wife. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Jerry in Arkansas, Southeast Asia on the mind. Good for you. Hi to CVD and everyone in the chat.
And hello, you too, Jerry. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
A channel member. Kenny Beck, how is the occupancy in Brooksville? Many open condos available this time of year. Yeah, if you're coming now, especially there's openings right now. Which
you couldn't get one for love or money last year, though. This time, Brooke.
It was full. If you did, you'd be paying through the nose. So there's availability now. May 1st, there'll be a whack of availability. in both Dusset 1 and 2, and see Joe make your best deal. These guys in the office, just so you know, Joe and Regina, she's a tight one. They're gonna.
I don't deal with her.
They're gonna quote you high, guys, because that's just the nature of business. I've been in business, probably a lot of you have. So you're gonna have to negotiate and offer something. Hey, what if I pay 3 months in advance, 6 months, whatever term you want to spend? Not that they'll accept it, but it might help you negotiate a bit,
sweeten the deal a little bit. Yeah,
and or maybe they can throw in the internet, or there's other things you can discuss with them. But yeah, there will be availability, but there will be everywhere.
Yeah,
that's my view. Terry Fallon, hello at Timmy P in Alberta. How's it going, buddy? There's the Canucks at it. What a sale, Terry Fallon. Yo, Terry, happy evening. Alpha goes on to say, the Food Munchkin says hello and happy Songkran to everyone.
Say hello to Pinforce.
You were up in Newton, Tawny, where
I was.
She is. What's it like there during Songkran?
Wet.
It is.
Very
similar
wet.
To here. That.
Oh, yeah.
And they run the same days, I guess.
Similar,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you can get the police up there.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And I did a couple of times.
Did you really? Wow, good for you.
Oh, yeah. I was looking for one in particular.
Timmy P, one last thing about Alpha. So he sent, and I had seen this, and I just shake my head, but he sent it to me because he saw it. Canada is, and this was a member of the Liberal Party.
Okay.
Is looking at putting in an exit tax because the amount of Canadians leaving the country.
So they're doing a California, basically.
They're talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hey, where there's smoke, there's fire. I told Alpha, you better get the heck out of there, because what if they make it retroactive, which California is looking at doing? $500,000. You want to leave Canada? That's fine. We educated you here.
$500,000?
$500,000.
What if you don't have it?
Well, what are you leaving for then? What's going to be better than Canada? Here you get
maybe they're
free
health care.
Thailand. Well, exactly. So
maybe they only have 1 or 200,000 in savings.
And you kind of laugh at some of these countries. You hear things like that, and then it starts to hit home with your own country, Canada. Right. For me, what the hell? What are these idiots thinking about? Why are people leaving? That's what the government should be asking themselves. Crazy.
Wow.
Anyways, I saw that, Alpha. Bootney says, hello, everyone.
And hello, Bootney. And I want to say thank you to you, Bootney. I read your comment on yesterday's video, on Saturday's video, sorry. It's Monday now. And it moved me. It was a great comment. He said, Coop, I first found your channel, and I think the first video I watched on your channel was the talk that you did about racism. And it moved me. He said, and this one you did, it moved me again. Well done. It had to be said. So thank you, Bootney. I'm glad that it's affected you in the positivity light that I wanted it to affect everybody. I didn't want it to be a negative. I wanted to change a negative into a positive, and hence why I made the video.
You are a nice guy.
I am.
Yes,
I am. I try and be.
Kenny Beck says Brock Snitters needs to visit your barber, Coop.
I know. Look at my hair. You know who did this? My wife.
I am a handsome man.
And Darlene has actually cut your hair once.
She did.
Yeah.
She showed Jackie how to do it.
Yeah, she cut it on my balcony.
And Jackie's done it a few times since then. I kind of was thinking before she left, oh, geez, I should do that haircut. But anyway, so Friday when she gets back. Yeah, not to worry, Kenny. J.E. Washington. Looks like Brooke made it to your house before I was able to get my water cannon. Oh, the little rascal.
Now, Jay,
even thinking about
stand
that.
outside my gate at 10:05 and get him.
Oh,
get him for me.
Don't even think about it. Just for that reason, I'm staying another 20 minutes.
He did.
He'll be waiting in the hot sun.
J.E. went out and got one of those big water cannons.
I heard.
He's ready.
Is that the one with the backpacks? He's got backup. Subwoofer. Hello, Coop Troop.
Hey, Sub. How you doing, buddy?
Captain Action, hit that like button, guys. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. 130 people online. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes.
Yeah,
that's what we aim for every live stream
here. Mike Doty and Little Mike. There you go. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well in the land of smiles. It is. Have you guys gotten soaked yet?
Nope. It
And
started
no plans
yesterday.
to.
And it started in Pattaya at Soy 6 and Walking Street, which is the girly area of town where the girly bars are.
Our first year here, at least mine, that you're going to experience it because what is this? But after the first year, I stay in, guys.
It was great the first year.
I
loved
fun.
it.
Yeah, and then you realize, okay, I've been there, done that. Terry Fallon, hey, what a sale! How are you doing, buddy? No more slips in the snow. What a sale! Brock Snitters, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh,
Correctamundo. What a sale! Terry Fallon, nice rainy day here in the coast. 77 degrees, so nice. Wow.
Hovering around 35 here in Thailand right now.
What a sale. He's down in Texas, I think. Maybe the coast. He's either on the Gulf or, probably on the Gulf. Terry Fallon, hey, Captain Action. How you doing down there in Florida? Ovo JC, 15 bot bus now. Yep. When they call me handsome man, sometimes I turn and give them a steez face just for laughs.
That face right there.
Captain Action, Terry, things are awesome down here in Florida. How you doing up there, buddy? Derek McClintlock, hello guys, and Darlene from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
And hello, Derek from Mexico.
In Puerto Vallarta once.
Were you?
Yeah,
I've never been there.
I was there in February. I remember, Coop, and the reason I remember that was the hottest place in the planet I'd ever been.
In February?
In February,
wow.
I went. Well, here's what happens: you go down. Oh, we're on the Gulf, the water. You go down on the beach, and as soon as you start walking on that sand, ooh,
oh yeah,
your feet, man. Yeah, that was fun. Stuart Lovell, well, the Strait of Hormuz is now shut to everyone, says DJT. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what that leads to.
Partly true, Stuart. What the president has said, and CENTCOM has come out with their own statement. And I believe there's a little bit of contention there. But CENTCOM, who, for those of you who don't know who CENTCOM is, they are the area that's in the military area that's oversees that area. Okay. It's called CENTCOM for the U.S. military. And they're saying they're only going to blockade the ships that want to go to Iran because Iran is blockading everybody else. So they're basically saying tit for tat.
Yeah.
But CENTCOM has come out and said in a statement, and guys can read it. You can go on and type in Google search, or Ask Grok or ChatGPT or whoever you want to ask, and say what was CENTCOM's statement in regards to Strait of Hormuz, and it'll come out and tell you. They're only going to block those that want to go to Iran. Anybody that wants to go through the Strait of Hormuz to any of the other Arab countries other than Iran is welcome, and they won't impede them.
I think the issue, though, is, and there's tankers that would do it, but they can't get insurance.
That's a biggie.
So here you go. Not the banksters, but the insurance companies are saying, no, we're not going to insure any ship that wants to go through.
They're asking crazy money, like $40 million.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's that bad, but it's if you won't insure you, well, it's the risk falls upon the owner of the ship, and they're saying the hell with that, just sit idle.
Yeah.
So crazy. Terry Fallon, what a sale. 5 days of rain here in Eastern Ontario. Yay. Need some sun and warmth here soon. Wood stove is still burning.
Ooh, it must be cold.
Snow should be gone up there, but the wood stove's still burning. It's still cool.
Must be slush.
Terry's going to love it here. Mr. for your sister. Hello, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke. How is it on the side of the world where the sane people are at?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. We're all smiling. We're all having a great time.
Yep.
That bike ride around Mapachon Lake Saturday was amazing. And it wasn't hot at all. It's very shaded. There's lots of trees that go around the whole lake.
Okay.
So you weren't in the direct sun. You were shaded. And we waited, I think, until about 10 to 5 before we went out on the bikes, just to give the sun a chance to go down a little bit. And it was a bright orange sun.
I'll tell you,
really beautiful.
He asked me to go, and I said, "Oh hell no, it's going to be way too hot." But
you would have loved it.
When the cool season arrives, I definitely will do that.
Yeah,
because then it's much nicer. You don't want to, like, that sun is hot now. If you're out there, you know, after 11, 12, 1, 2, you're getting hot.
Yeah, that's too hot.
How was the bike ride Thursday?
I loved it. The bike ride Thursday was great. I said
Hotter
to
than
Claude,
hell.
I said, you wiped me out, buddy. I said, you really wiped me out. That was a long one.
Well, and they started an hour early at 9
did.
a.m. and it was still hotter than the hubs of Hades.
9, it was cooler.
Oh yeah,
It was cooler.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think we should start at 7 in the morning. It would be ideal. Good luck. Dirty Lurker, 18 months till I moved to Pattaya full time. Looking at Andromeda condominium to rent.
Okay.
Well, keep your eyes open. Yeah, there'll be lots here.
See you in 18 months.
18 months, and there'll be a whack of new
Lurker,
ones
yeah.
open. Dirty. Terry Fallon, Captain Action, still waiting for spring. Then things will improve.
Okay.
Mr. Lovegrove, JD Vance couldn't negotiate traffic. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see.
It fell apart. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And it wasn't just him. He took over a whole
He did,
delegation
yeah.
with them.
He took a bunch with him.
Yeah.
And they had their apparently top guys, 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had the meetings of the head guys. And unfortunately, Rick Price, happy tax week.
Yeah. Tax rebate time.
Yeah, I got mine
For
filed
Americans.
in Canada.
Yeah.
And
Tax rebate.
I
It's
get
when
a-
you get your check
get a
back from
refund.
Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
So those that filed early in January, February would be getting a tax rebate check coming through the mail.
And I've yet in 4 years to meet an expat that has ever filed Thai taxes.
Never.
Yeah, forget all the FUD you see out there, guys. Stuart Lovell, Rich, is it tax time for the US of A? Yeah, April 15th.
Yeah.
So that is 2 days away from now.
Exactly.
Wednesday.
Big rebate
Filing
checks coming to
deadline.
everybody.
Rick Price, get her done.
Yeah. Don't miss that deadline.
Mike Maddock, we need to get boots on the ground, but the Iranian people are fighting back. We cannot trust anything Iran says.
I agree with that. Iran has lied constantly and
Just Iran.
reneged on every negotiation it's ever made.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether they negotiated with the Democratic or Republican president. They broke the agreement that they had with Obama. They've broken it with Trump. They've broken it with George Bush Sr. He had an agreement with them as well. I mean, this goes back to the Reagan days. They've broken every single agreement with Reagan, Carter, you know, all the presidents ever since then, you know, Clinton. They've broken every single agreement ever made.
Problem is successive presidents have allowed that to happen.
They want
with no repercussions.
They
really.
want the nuke. And one day they will get it. I have no doubt.
Well, if they're allowed to continue on the path they've been on.
I think they'll get it from either Russia, China, or North Korea.
Well, no, I don't think so.
Or
because
maybe
then-
Pakistan or India.
No, I don't think that would happen, Coop, because they can trace that. They can trace the aftermath. It would be after the fact, you know, somebody would go in, find out where this came from. Then that country would be in big doo-doo from the rest of the world.
Do you remember the fall of communism in Russia?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened after the Berlin Wall came down? Basically, Russia collapsed. It was no longer the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Well, Russia had 3 suitcase nuclear bombs that they managed to shrink into a suitcase size. Do you know what's happened to them?
Yep.
What?
Somebody's got them.
And it's not Russia.
Let's see.
So do you think Iran can get a hold of one of them? Oh, yeah. If they had enough money, they could.
Okay.
And then all they got to do is just get it into Israel, which they can go over the Iraqi border. Iraq's not going to stop Iran. Go straight into Israel, leave it there in the basement somewhere.
That would have happened if it was gonna.
It could. It could still happen. Maybe they actually
No.
have one and they're keeping it for a last resort. Doomsday.
Doubt it.
I'm not going to put anything past Iran.
Vegas Chris, not sure if true, but I seen a Facebook post today that said the Dusset 1 or 2 have some Seaview units.
Yes.
Well, look, don't get excited. It's you and I both had a bit of a Seaview.
Yeah.
like it was like miles away, you know, binoculars if you want to see anybody. And yeah, it was, you could see it through the trees, and you better be up high.
Well, when I was on the 8th floor, I had a great sea view. When I was on the 7th floor,
Great sea view from a distance.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could clearly see the ocean. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, it was a good 500 yards away from me, but I could clearly see it.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say you rent and dus it for a sea view, guys.
Nah.
Yeah. Mr. for your sister, Mr. Lovegrove, they went there thinking they had power and leverage. I think he's talking about negotiators.
Yeah.
They have not, and he brought Stephen Miller and Kushner. Wow, that's a dream team for you. Oh, well.
Well, I ran, in all fairness, because I've read the 10-point bulletin that they put out what they wanted. Two things that they wanted were definitely red lines for America. One was they did not want to give up the uranium they've already enriched to 60%. They said, you ain't getting it, we're keeping it, that's ours. And by the way, we want full control over the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, the Strait of Hormuz, folks, at its smallest point is 22 miles wide. Everybody knows that a country has control of their waters up to 12 miles. So the other 10 miles would belong to the UAE. But they're saying, no, we want control of all of it. Sort of like China and the South China Sea. They want to take over the Spratly Islands, which clearly belongs to the Philippines, and the Philippines won in the international courts, and the court said, yes, that comes under their economic zone. But China's saying, no, we don't recognize that. We want it all. That's sort of what Iran's doing right now. They're wanting to try the bully tactic.
Yeah, now keep in mind, in my opinion, it's a certain segment of the people only. Very small percentage, and they're the ones in power. The average Iranian, yeah. So it's basically, in my opinion, it's only an opinion now. There's good and bad in the world. These are the bad guys, Iran. And I'll tell you, it really hit home. They had the peaceful protests. You know, people protesting peacefully, no weapons.
Yeah.
And they ended up killing 40 to 50,000 of them. Their own people protesting. And the worst is they're still hanging them. Who? Not murderers, not rapists, peaceful protesters who got caught, unfortunately. So you get a regime like that in power, they need to be gone for the sake, in this case, not only the world, but Iranians themselves.
Well, I've heard the number floated from anywhere from 3,000 to 40,000.
Yeah.
That exact number, I don't think we'll ever know.
Yeah. Whatever they tell you, that ain't going to be the truth. So, okay, Alfa Romeo finally had to pull out the John Deere and give the lawn its first cut. Well, Southern Ontario, so snow's been gone. Patching up spots from the heavy snowfall this winter, the Toronto Maple Leafs still suck big time. Jesus. Darius Palin goes on to say, Coop, great video yesterday. Leave the BS behind and enjoy your life in Thailand. Let's just get along, everybody. Yeah, we do here.
And that's who I made it for.
Yeah.
I made it for those that watch our channel, but have made in the comments, Coop, I love your channel, but it's getting too politicized for me. And I thought about those people, and I'm like, you know what? You got a point. However, sometimes it has to be spoken of because of the current situation in Thailand and why it's affecting us in Thailand. So I had to make that video. Yeah. And I had to lay it out. Guys, give it up. Whatever way you're leaning, whichever way you've been trained to believe, whether it's because of the US media, whether it's because of politics, whether it's because of where you went to school, or who you went to church with, whatever, give it up, because over here in Thailand, none of that matters. Everybody just gets along. I don't ask people which way they vote. I don't say, did you vote for Trump or did you vote for Kamala? That's not my business, Brooke. I don't care.
Kamala who?
Kamala Harris.
Oh,
Okay.
Come on along.
And, you know, it doesn't really matter to me which way anybody votes, because I believe that we're all good people. We've just been brainwashed by the Matrix and the media and all the lies, and both sides have their lies, and we have to admit it, folks. You know, your party, whichever one you belong to, has been caught lying at some point in time. All of them. Okay. So when you get here, all that goes out the door. And you know what? You're going to have a great time. And I don't want to see in the comments,
Thailand.
yeah, but Trump's the biggest liar. I don't give a damn. I don't care. What we care about is building friendships, building community, having fun, having laughs, joking. Promise you, when you get here, you're going to have a fantastic time.
Is it bowling today or
It's
badminton?
bowling today.
Bowling today,
3 o'clock.
folks. There you go.
Yeah, we're going to have a blast.
Rick Price, yeah, April 15th is the deadline for tax filing in
Correctamundo.
the US of A. Canada's April 30th, Coop.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pierpont, in other news, Viktor Orban is out in Hungary.
And I think that's good news.
Yeah.
Because he was Putin's puppet. Even though Hungary is part of NATO, you know, they always sided with Russia. I think that's yours, Brooke.
Oh, I'll have to call her back.
I'll go on with the next one.
Yeah.
Stuart Lovell says, Rich, thumbs up.
Izzy, I'll have to call you back. I'm in a live stream.
Corpone says, those are pro-government
baby, love you.
rallies.
Bye-bye.
Snowbird says, hello from Alaska. I've trained my mind to click the like button before anything else. Wow. That's great. Thank you, Snowbird. What a sale, says it Robert Pierpont. Really, that's kind of amazing.
Mr. Lovegrove, I would not put stock in what the USA claim the sticking points are. Iran have not been pursuing nukes, and the USA have a long list of demands. I think they have been pursuing
They
nukes.
did refuse to give up their uranium.
Yeah, like
They told their local news outlet, the Farsi News TV channel, this was our sticking points. They wanted us to give up their uranium. We said no. And we want to continue to enrich uranium for peaceful
2 weeks
processes.
away, apparently. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And also we want full control of the Strait of Hormuz.
yeah.
Very
Too many
very
things
sticking
not
points.
adding up, Mr. Lovegrove. Terry Fallon and Alpha Male still have at least a foot of snow up here in Bancroft.
Wow.
So Lawnmower is about 3 weeks away. Now they're both in Ontario. Alpha's in southern Ontario. He's cutting his grass already. And poor old Terry's still got a foot of snow on the ground
In northern Ontario.
in northern Ontario, Bancroft. And he hasn't put the snowblower away yet. Okay.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Robert Pierpont, what a sale. He got beat bad. Boudin, does this mean the entire Iranian civilization is in peril again? I don't think so. If I'm remembering correctly, they only have 1 more week. Yeah, well.
Well, the ceasefire was for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think the U.S. government's going to keep to the ceasefire. They're going to hope that Iran comes back to the table and says, okay, let's have another talk. I hope there is another talk. I hope they can get the strait open, and I hope they can get the oil flowing.
I was on the fence holding my I wasn't holding my breath whether they would strike a deal. I'm similar to that with even less conviction they will. They just seem to be too ingrained in thinking as, you know, to in my opinion, allow a deal. So we'll see what happens.
But if a deal doesn't happen by the end of 2 weeks, I think the U.S. government's just going to wipe out the mullahs completely.
Possibly. Maybe this cutting off of the funding, you know, apparently Iran was charging money for every
$2
ship
million.
going.
Yeah,
Like it's an international waterway.
exactly.
If they get away with that,
It's international
any
waters
country with
because it's past the 12-mile
Yeah,
economic
well,
zone.
like, yeah, so any country could start doing that. You know, like, hello, charge a toll on international waters? No. Ovo JC, Turkey's PM had some choice words for Israel, posturing, or you think he's earnest saying they would invade Israel if they keep messing with Lebanon. Messi's a football player, but
Yeah.
I don't believe that about Turkey. They don't want to get involved, I'm sure, other than, brokering a peace possibly. But
Well, Turkey's got their own conflicts to the south right now. So, yeah.
Erdogan's too smart to get involved in that. Be a no-win situation for either side. W Secrets to Success. Hello, gents. DC was thinking you were on another cruise since there was no live stream this past Saturday.
No, but
you were on a cruise.
I did put a video out. So
now, when you
go watch it,
you're cruising in June. You'll have some videos in the can.
So yeah, stacking up now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Ronald Reichard, good morning, CBD and tubers from Chile, South Korea. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the next week at Fraser's.
Okay, Ronald.
Well, and I've met Ronald a couple times. He's a good guy. He's in Korea, but he's also in the States too.
Yeah.
So he's around.
And here you go, Brooke.
Yes.
I said I don't censor comments on the channel.
Yes.
Look at the next comment gonna pop up.
Capone, Cooper is a bigot and a racist.
Yeah. But you know what? Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
I think that's a guy that's already been banned.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah, and he's created a new logo because we've never heard of this guy before.
Nope.
How does he just happen to show up on Cooper's Thai Adventure?
Yeah.
And I'll bet you he's living in Thailand already. Yeah.
Or not in Thailand and will never be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for joining the show.
Mr. Lovegrove, I'm from the UK, and I can assure you it's not even vaguely a Muslim country. Okay, yeah. There are ridiculous right-wing media talking points being spread.
Well, Mr. Lovegrove, I was in the UK last year. I was in London. I was in Luton. I was in Peterborough. I saw more Muslims than I did white people.
Wow.
Or Black British. I saw more people, particularly the women with the veils and the big black dress that they wear.
It's a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah. They were just everywhere. Extremely rude, bumping into people all over the place. Yeah. And the biggest population I saw during the 4 days Darlene and I were there was in Luton. Yeah. We went to Luton to go to the shopping mall there to do a bit of shopping for souvenirs and stuff to take back. And it used to be a pretty good mall there, but it was just all Muslims. It was like maybe a dozen British citizens, and the rest were all Muslims that we saw in the mall.
I don't think it's a Muslim country.
It's getting that way.
There's a segment of the population that definitely are compared to years ago. But I think it's the British government was allowing these migrants to hit. If they set foot on the soil, they were allowed in.
They had to.
They had to, yeah,
because the laws said
now,
if they make it, they have to allow them in. They can't turn them
out. What I heard was they were given accommodation,
hotels,
money for food,
and a phone, TV, PlayStations, all sorts of stuff.
I mean, if all that is true, there's no penalty for coming in
illegally.
Correct. And when you look back to the U.S. history initially back in the 1900s, early 1900s, you could immigrate to the U.S. free. Yeah, everyone was allowed in.
They all came in via the Statue of Liberty.
Liberty
Island.
Liberty Island.
Yes.
Is it okay? They were allowed in, and that was legal.
Yeah.
But there's an interesting guy discussing that topic. Milton Friedman is his name, and he had and he's well spoken as to why that was a good thing. People were allowed in. However, there was no government benefits. So if you arrived, you either had to have family there that would take you in. You had to bring money with you to survive. But there was no so the only people came had arrangements made. Whereas now, we can go to this country, land on the shore. They're going to accept us. They're going to give us certainly. And his point was, look, you know, if the governments do this, it won't work, because you can't have people that are working, you know, legitimately paying taxes, supporting non-workers, people coming into a country that are just going to get a free ride, call it.
And if you ever watched any of the migrant videos in Europe, because they've had news channels go out and interview these migrants, and they all asked them, where do you want to go? They all said England. Well, why do you want to go to England? Why don't you want to stay here in France or Belgium, or Holland or Germany or Italy? And they said, because they don't give us anything.
Yeah.
If we get to England, we get roof over our head, 3 meals a day, money every week. I want to go to England.
And I think it's caused a segment of the population to become very right-wing.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think it's turned into a Muslim country, but it's kind of like they're the whipping post for things that go wrong.
Yeah.
Meaning the government. Snowbird, Trump ain't gonna Iran to glass. However, he wants Iran to think he will. Just saying. Yeah, Taco.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
We both agree on that one.
Jerry Fallon, great to see Orban gone in Hungary. I
Yeah.
think it's a positive.
Yeah.
Stuart Lovell, Rick, yes, thumbs up. What a sale. London, Paris, and cities in Germany show videos on immigrants pretty much taken over. They may be lost now. Several of the countries serve.
Well, they have more rights than what citizens do. In England, they have a thing called council houses, which means if you can't afford your own home, the council will give you a home and you rent it from them. Okay. And they did have a scheme 20 odd years ago, rent to buy, but they sort of stopped it in a lot of council areas. Well, I know people that are on the housing list to get a council place. And they've been on this list because it's cheaper rent than renting, you know, privately.
Subsidized.
It's subsidized. So it's a lot cheaper rent and makes it more affordable for them. I know people that have been on this list for 10 years plus and can't get a place. But yet these migrants that are coming in, that are going into these hotels, they're getting places.
Yeah.
And the British people can't. And that's where the government's gone wrong. And that's where, because they didn't put the people first, their own citizens first. They're looking after these migrants more than what they are their own people. And that's made the British people turn against the government. And that's why England's probably going to have an uprising. If it's not this year, it'll probably be next year. But I can see it on the cards.
Yeah, changes maybe need to be made. See, Thailand doesn't have that type of problem.
No.
You can come here, I'm sure, as a tourist. You're not going to get any free government housing or food money or, you know.
But you do have Habitat for Humanity, which is a
food bank,
great charity here in Thailand. That builds houses for Thai people for
good
free.
Thing. That's a good thing.
With the help of expats. Expats come over from all over the world, want to spend a year in Thailand. They donate their time for Habitat for Humanity. They give you accommodation, 3 meals a day, and you basically help build the houses. And they get these volunteer visas. It's unpaid work, you know, and they get these volunteer visas. They don't have to worry about their accommodation or food. And they lend their time.
I don't know about Europe, Coop, as far as homeless. I see virtually no homeless in Thailand. And what I mean by that is like Canada, US. I spent all those years back and forth. Yeah, you saw it everywhere.
I saw it everywhere in England.
Not like you don't see it here.
People sleeping outside tube stations, underground train stations, you know. I saw it all over the place, the homeless.
Interesting times. Bootney, Orban lost. Vance is not having a good week. Neither one. Neither one are having a good week. Mr. Lovegrove, yeah, he's a monster. Mai says 2C is the best source of what is happening in Iran and ME. Are those websites?
Middle East.
Oh, the Middle East.
Yeah.
So that 2C, I should check that out. That'll be like
You've
YouTube?
seen him. Yeah, he's on YouTube.
Oh, good.
You've seen him on my TV.
The IRGC has asked Afghans and Iraqis to come in and keep the Iranian people in order. Oh, there you go. Bingo. Captain Action, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene are top shelf always.
And thank you, Captain Action.
Alfa Romeo, Terry, all we need are sunscreen and glasses. See you in the land of smiles. Yeah, he can't wait to get back here, I'm sure. I think July we'll see him. Mike Medic, I cannot discuss this political situation any longer. Been there, done that. Yeah.
Good. Let's get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come join us.
Mr. For your sister, Trump has no power and leverage in that area of the world. Correct the world or make the time orange. One bow down. Just wait and see. Yeah, we'll see. Mike Medic can't wait to do the loop and get looped. Okay.
That's a very windy road there, Mike.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Terry Fallon, Mike Medic, unfortunately, we can't get away from it. It affects us all. Tends to.
Yeah.
Terry Fallon, the Alfa Romeo, sounds good to me. Leave it all behind. Enjoy the land of smiles.
That's all you got to do, folks.
You will when you get here. Mr. Lovegrove, the whole debacle was completely unnecessary and entirely unforced error. The U.S. is just making mistake after mistake, doubling down. The entire global economy will suffer until next year.
It's going to take a while to get the oil
Back
to what it was prior.
Well, won't be the same. I don't think you'll see a lot of that Strait of Hormuz shipping much oil going forward.
The Asian countries hurting the most right now is the Philippines,
Cambodia,
Laos, and Vietnam.
Yeah, they're all
Thailand
dependent.
seems to be keeping its head up just above water right now.
One thing I firmly believe, the U.S. will always do the right thing
after
they've tried everything else.
Kind of like Canada.
I remember hearing that line. I started to laugh. Mike Medic, unreal. Yes. Darlene's Diary.
There's my
Preston,
wife.
hit that like button.
Yes,
Darlene
please.
says.
Get us to
Make
100
her
likes.
smile. And where's
126
Darlene?
people watching.
She's at the gym working out.
But she's still watching.
Yeah,
while
good
she's
for
working
her.
out.
Good for
Thank you,
her.
honey. Enjoy your workout.
Alfa Romeo, Mike Doty, did you book your hotels yet? Fun times ahead, buddy. Model, Mr. Lovegrove, the fertilizer shortages risk real famine.
That's another one, folks. A lot of the chemicals you need for the fertilizers are made in the UAE, folks. That's another thing that people aren't thinking about, other than oil. You know, the LNG, the fertilizer. A lot of that comes from those places. That's going to affect crops if farmers aren't able to get enough fertilizer for the soil.
A lot of that is bud, and I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, Mr. Lovegrove. There won't be a famine. Fertilizer prices will be up, causing input prices to jump for the farmer, causing they'll hope a price rise in the cost in the food. Cost of food went up, so hopefully the sale prices. But there'll be technology. The yields are great. The farmers know what they're doing for the most part. Fertilizer, like Canada, is huge in fertilizer, but it's not the cheapest to buy.
Yeah.
So they were buying it through the Middle East. Well, guess what? There's no shortage of fertilizer. It's just you're going to pay more. So
okay.
Yep, they'll be sourced other ways. But no, we won't see a famine. Not at all. Next, please.
Oh, thought I clicked it. There you go.
Rick Price. Bitcoin's at 71K, gold 4,700 an ounce.
Yeah.
We'll see on Wednesday where that is.
They're both holding up nicely for now.
Yeah, I would say so. Timmy P, it won't be from Canada. The Liberal federal government has done everything they can to ensure our oil is landlocked. Yeah, I think this Carney guy, who's the prime minister there now, I think he's going to get a big win in the next election. People like the guy.
Okay.
He's kind of like, he could have been the conservative leader and he would have had the same results. So he just chose the Liberals. So he's a level-headed guy. I got no problem.
Orange clown, says Flynn.
Terry Fallon, Coop, such great pain this chat. Thanks for building the community. Good on you. Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Mike Doty and Little Mike, Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I booked 2 so far. Okay, going to do what you said and get a taste of different neighborhoods. He's very excited about coming over.
Yeah, he's got 2 hotels booked.
Yeah, Paul Apps, supply and demand limiting oil exports will keep domestic prices lower. USA oil companies will export everything they can. To hell with the American citizens. They'll want to keep the prices. One thing I do believe, it's supply and demand. So we'll see what happens. I think the prices will come down in the U.S.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
like the solution to high prices is
Higher prices.
correct. What a sale. I'm sure that Elon will bring his boring company and dig the canal. Yeah, there you go. He could, but you couldn't get it's more for tunnels, I think, that boring company.
Yeah.
You know, in Vegas, they have a tunnel that Elon did it, running from the airport to the I don't know if it goes as far as the old quarter, but you know, it's to one of the major hotels.
Okay.
And it's like packed. So, you know, and it's like Tesla cars running
Oh, okay.
nonstop. Interesting little tidbit. Rick Price, WTI oil price $96 a barrel today.
So just under the $100 mark.
And so you remember when it started, I think it hit $1.20.
It did.
And so, and then you know, so it's 96. And this is after the talks fell apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. You'd think almost it would be a lot higher, you know, but hey.
Well, let's see what happens when this blockade goes in
Well,
at 10
that
o'clock.
comment earlier about maybe prices will go up. I think Tommy the Tominator said that it might very well go up, the markets today, where you think normally when talks fall apart, markets tanking. Maybe not. Rick Price, just documenting it here on your channel.
That's all good.
Mr. Lovegrove, and their increased manufacturing costs in China will feed back into higher prices. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's supply and demand.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
Rego Park, New York City. Hi from Queens, New York. Trump just got off the plane from Florida to D.C. He said the Pope was not doing a good job. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Lord. His words, not mine. I was at Saturday morning mass.
I was Sunday morning mass. Yeah.
Sorry, Sunday. Yeah. Can't read.
Some of his tweets are, I don't know.
I know. Mr. Lovegrove, hilarious. Yeah. Bootney, I've been in Canada 3 times and still know very little about it. Well, you know more than Coop does.
Yeah.
However, I did enjoy every visit. Yeah,
That's a very true statement.
Canadians are very friendly, Coop. Eh?
Hey.
Kenny Beck. Problem is the oil tankers that can go through the Suez Canal, they can only hold 1 million barrels. They didn't build the canal big enough. California ships 0 barrels internationally. The tankers that hold 2 million barrels can't go through the Suez. Yeah.
But the one that Dubai is planning on building, and they got the full backing of the UAE.
Yeah.
Okay. They're all going to chip in to make this happen. They had a big meeting last week of the Emirates countries, including Kuwait. Iraq was there in the meeting as well. And they all said, we can't allow this to ever happen again.
No, that's
because you think of countries in the Middle East, Brooke, like Kuwait, they don't manufacture anything. Everything is imported. Everything is imported.
They only got 2 things, oil and sand.
That's it. And I mean, I was in Kuwait for 8 years, folks. I saw the ships come in. I was in charge of the naval port there. I was a supervisor at the naval port for the U.S. Army. All we saw was container ships every single day flooding in, maybe 20 to 40 container ships at the height, you know, during the summer. Everything is shipped in. They don't manufacture. There's no factories in Kuwait, not one. And Kuwait is a small country, Brooke. Just to give you an example of the size of Kuwait, it's about the same size of Maine.
Okay.
And the U.S. So it's a very, very small country. You can drive around all of Kuwait in about 2 hours.
Wow.
You know, do the whole loop around 2 hours. It's a very small country. And their income that they get is from the oil fields.
Sure.
With Iran blocking the supply going out of the Strait of Hormuz, they're hurting the UAE more than anything. All the Gulf states are hurting. Iraq 90% of their income comes from oil. You're freezing the governments. The governments aren't able to give to the people. In Kuwait, just for being a Kuwaiti, you get $10,000 a month. just for being a Kuwaiti citizen.
No kidding.
If you marry a Kuwaiti, you get another 10,000.
That's 20.
And for every child you have, you get 5,000 a month. So if
Ooh,
you have
Jesus,
4
huge
children,
money.
you get 20,000 a month from the government for free.
Yeah, yeah.
They also give you 10,000, your spouse 10,000. Brooke, you're getting $40,000
Well, you know,
a
I
month.
tend to believe that because I've heard stories of Lamborghinis just discarded.
Yeah.
You know, they had to fly out of the country. They didn't care. You know?
No, they don't care. And they get free houses as well, government houses. And these houses are like mansions. They're huge, Brooke.
Yeah.
I've been in them. And
Well,
if you don't want one of the government houses, the government will give you, I think it's like 70,000 US dollars to build your own house. And the Kuwaitis get the Indians to build them from India. They don't build them themselves. Hell no, they get cheap labor
Yeah.
that they can pay $5 a day to build the house for them. And they're building even bigger mansions, you know. So, and then they get a loan from the bank to pay off the house. The loan that they pay back, they're not really worried about because they're getting $40,000 a month. They can afford to pay back $5,000 a month for the loan. They can afford, you know, $5,000 a month for the latest Ferrari that's out or Lamborghini. They can afford those payments, no problem. The kids get free schooling, free uniform, free meals. They get
Medical,
clothing
probably.
vouchers as well, free medical,
Well,
all for being a Kuwaiti citizen because the
know-
oil companies.
well, yeah. Now, Iran, I think, has alienated all those Middle Eastern countries that
They'll never forgive Iran for
be
this.
somewhat cordial with. Not anymore, or never again.
Yeah.
When they started Iran for no significant reason other than to disrupt, thinking that it would drive the price. They bombed their oil refineries.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a military base, wasn't a military airport, you know. No, we're just going to bomb this and bomb that. And like, and the Kuwaitis are thinking, what the hell are you doing? You know, they're so.
And then in Kuwait, Iran bombed Kuwaiti's water salination
bingo.
plants.
So you start doing stuff like that, you're not going to be too friendly going forward. And as you said, never again.
Exactly.
So they're shooting themselves in the foot, in my opinion. Mister, for your sister, ground beef at the cheap market is $8.50 a pound. That's double what was when I left Canada. Ground beef. I think here it's like by the kilo.
Yeah.
And I think it was $2.85 in baht. So what is that, about $8? But that's for a kilo. Yeah, maybe say 9 even. That's a kilo though. So 2.2 pounds.
Yeah.
But so it's cheaper here. What a sale. Has the cost of being a handsome man gone up or down lately? I think he's referring to rent-a-wives.
As far as I'm aware, and I don't entertain that. I'm married. I got my wife, Darlene.
You know?
And from what I hear from the subscribers, it's still the same. Nobody said that's gone up. Yeah, that side of things.
No, I think would it be going down? Well, you know, probably depends on your negotiating skills. But if the tourism stays low like it has, there might be a bit of competition. You know?
There
So
might be.
who knows, you know? Snowbird, oil tanker Seawise Giant is 1,504 feet in length. That's approximately 500 yards, which is about a little over 4 football fields.
Almost 4.2.
Oh my Lord, that's huge. Yeah.
And you think our cruise ship was maybe 1 football field?
Yeah.
That sucker was huge.
Yeah, no, you'd wonder how much draft, which means how much depth of water they would need to be able to traverse.
About 50 feet.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would think more than that.
No,
Hey,
about 50 feet.
I'll have to check that out. Terry Fallon, to me, Thailand is so rich in sunshine, they should be so more into electric vehicles and power generation. Is it happening? You're seeing a lot more electric vehicles here.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. Electric scooters you're seeing, some of the Grab guys or electric, scooters now they're even using. So
That e-bike I went on the dark side,
yeah,
it was fantastic, Brooke. It was able to do 30 miles an hour,
that's fast. How much was that? What's the cost of doing that
200 baht.
for the hour? What do you get, an hour with that, or 2
Yeah,
hours?
an
or-
hour.
An hour. Okay.
$6.
Shit, that's cheap as dirt.
But you can go around there easy in about 45 minutes.
And you could test drive to see, hey, do I want to buy one of these or not? Let's go test drive it for 200 baht.
Well, they had them there new for sale as well.
Oh,
20,000 baht, $600
$600. That's pretty reasonable.
for an e-bike
That'd go 30 mile an hour.
that'll go 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And
You don't need a license for those.
nope,
No.
no license
You
is
don't even
required.
need a helmet, although you're crazy not to run with one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the bike helmets.
And
know.
I don't think, because they got pedals on them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even get stopped at these checkpoints for driver's licenses or helmets.
And here's the beauty of the pedals. It's power assisted from the battery.
nice.
So when you're pedaling, you're using virtually no energy. You can feel the battery pushing you,
You can
along
probably
with the pedal.
adjust that.
You can. You have a button there. You can adjust it up and
You
down.
want a good workout, you can do it, or if you don't want one, you can
And it
do
was
that.
fantastic. I was zipping up the hills.
Yeah.
They're all struggling, pedaling like mad, and I'm going.
You do see a lot of Terry,
straight
you
up.
do see a lot of solar panels here. Not everywhere, but I mean, I've seen fields of them
Mm.
and on houses. So there's solar panels here. It's a very modern infrastructure, I would say, more so than the Philippines.
Yeah.
And but the electric vehicles, they're a big part of new sales here.
Well, and I asked the bike guy because I was considering one.
Yeah.
I said, "How long does it take to charge?" They said under an hour. I said, "How long does the charge last?" 4 hours of constant driving at 55 kilometers an hour.
So they'd have a range, they say, typically like kilometer range.
Well, it depends on your weight as well.
Yeah.
you
Well, and how fast you go,
Exactly.
and uphill, downhill.
But they said at top speed, 55 kilometers an hour, roughly 33 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You could go that speed for 4 hours straight before you need to charge it again.
Well, I have friends here that have bought them.
Mm.
They don't own a scooter. They don't own a vehicle. They run on that. And for $600,
Mm.
I mean, our scooters were 100,000 plus.
Exactly.
For
Mine was almost 200,000.
but so these, pretty reasonable.
Mm. So for 10% of the cost, you can get it yourself an
Something
e-bike.
for everybody in Thailand. Student level, those hospitality workers and those in tourism are going to get hit hard.
Yes.
There's no government safety net. Yep, that's what I was getting at. Not good.
Tourism's definitely down in Thailand.
A lot of businesses here, guys, tend to need to make their year in high season.
Correct.
Low season comes, it's if they can break even, they're happy, but good luck. Well, now, you'll see them close, I would think.
Mm.
Some of them. Mr. For your sister, the majority of people are super broke.
Mm.
Pawn shops in America, the business is booming. That's how bad the economy is.
Mm.
Oh, man. I don't doubt there's a lot of credibility in that statement there. You don't hear about it as much, do you?
Mm. Rich Price says water is free today. Yes, you're going to get soaking wet if you're here in the land of smiles.
David Lowe, every time the Middle East is in the news, I always think about this. Everyone in the world is born free. Only certain countries allow you to remain that way. It's got a point. Peace sells, but who's buying?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the bottom dollar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Lovegrove, it's more solar. China owns 90% of the market in solar panels, and the U.S. is trying to stymie adoption for some unknown reason.
Mm.
Yeah, they put tariffs on these solar panels, like, hello. Yeah, crazy. Rick Price, smiles are free too here.
Yeah, so
Correct.
everybody should smile.
Johnny Poulos, there he is. Southside Johnny from Sydney. How about them Roosters? Ooh, they're not doing too good.
He's hanging out with
G'day,
Brownie.
CDE and everyone watching. Hit the like button.
I saw Brownie posted a little short video on his Facebook page.
Okay.
He's over in Australia right now. Guess who he's with? Johnny.
Johnny Poulos, Southside Johnny. Well, so Johnny supports the Sydney Roosters, who ain't doing worth a shit this year. And Brownie is the Western Tigers. and they've usually been bad. They're having a stellar year. They're
Okay.
kicking ass and taking names. So Brownie's a happy camper, and Johnny's kind of, oh, Jesus, my team's not too good. Mr. For your sister, I'm pretty sure our troops are about to deploy. Boots on the ground, maybe. They have late night pizza orders at the Pentagon. There you go. Troops are being served lobster dinners, and they are talking to the pole dancers. Okay.
Wow,
Mike Medic says, wow, Terry Fallon, Mr. Lovegrove, that's all Trump. Anti-green energy, backward thinking. Drill, baby, drill. Barry O'Neill, good morning, guys.
Hello, Barry.
Shannon Mack, hello, gents in Thailand. Will you see food prices come back down from the current inflation? In the U.S., our food prices never came back from COVID inflation, and if they did, it was minimal in recovery.
Yeah, you will.
You think so? I don't think so.
I do. The government already came out and said once this is over and we get our economy back to normal, their number one promise was to get all the prices back to normal.
I could see the gas prices, diesel, trending downwards should the world price of oil go down. But once they've raised it, 15 baht, who's going to argue with that? It's not really, there's ties on it, but it's mainly expats. From 10, I don't think it'll go back to 10. I think it'll stay at 15, Coop. You printed a menu and it went from $129, 129 baht to 159 baht. Are they going to go drop it? I don't think so. But we'll see.
They will come low season. They have to.
Mike Medic, wear goggles and earplugs, guys.
Yeah,
good point.
Definitely.
Don't want that water in your ears.
The water, yeah.
Or your eyes. Timmy P, if Ukraine joined NATO, then Russia would be surrounded by NATO countries. They are not about to let that happen.
Well, they wouldn't be surrounded because you got China and North Korea to the east of them.
Yeah.
Which are communist countries. So then they have communists to the east and NATO to the west. So not actually
Orban was the guy nixing that. Because he had a veto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he vetoed.
He vetoed everything.
This new guy, he's not thinking he'd veto it. So, who knows? That could...
time will tell.
Yep, time will tell. Kenny Beck, largest wet T-shirt contest in the world is about to happen.
Yeah. And watch the Russians, folks. Watch the Russians. Because the Russian women never wear bras in Thailand. They have T-shirts and you can see poking like this all over the place. So when they get wet, you're going to get a hell of a show.
So I think they're the third largest tourism segment.
Yes.
In Thailand is the Russians.
Yeah.
Who are the top two?
China.
Correct. Demundo.
And South Korea.
No, incorrect, sir. You, sir.
India. Sorry,
incorrect.
India.
Absolutely
India.
not.
Sorry.
No.
Who?
Malaysia.
Malaysia's
I
number
found that
2.
hard. Yeah, that was
I didn't know that.
Statistics. Yeah.
Okay.
But India was on there. South Korea was on. I think 4 and 5.
Okay,
yeah.
So that was one out.
Yeah. So Russia was third. Obviously, China number 1.
Yeah.
And Malaysia number 2. Yeah. I never even thought of Malaysia, but you might not tell whether they're Laotian or Malaysian or. Terry Fallon and Shannon Mack, and they won't come down after this price increase either. Yeah, that's my thinking. Coop thinks they will.
I do.
Biggest Chris, Songkran price gouging. End of the month, most prices will come back down, including accommodations. That I can see. Foods, yeah, we'll see. And probably even the bot bus. Oh boy, hard to tell. So cheap.
The bot bus might stay at 15.
Yeah.
And the reason I can see that happening is because the prices on the bot bus have not gone up in 25 years, Brooke. I first came to Jomtien Pattaya area in 1999.
26 years ago, buddy.
I was here December 1999.
Just a youngin'.
Remember that from Prince, 1999, the song?
Yeah.
I was here then, and the bot bus was 10 baht.
10 baht then. Wow.
Yes. So in 26, 27 years, it hasn't gone up.
No. And
so that might stay at 15.
I've ridden the bot bus many times.
That might be the new norm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get around. Cheap. Dependable. What a sale. Follow the money. Yep. Correctamundo,
Yeah.
Brookie.
1 hour 49 minutes. You start saying your goodbyes in the chat. No more comments, please, and
No-
we'll try and read off the last ones
No
before we get
overtime
to
for
the
this
2 hour
boily.
mark.
Chris Wheeler, there he is from Texas. Diesel in Texas is around $5. California is almost $8. Don't feel bad, Cooper.
Last I heard, California was at 6 for diesels.
50 Wheeler
$6.50
from
around there. Has it
Texas.
really gone up that much now,
The
Chris?
Wheeler dealer. Goes on to say Thailand, $6 still better than California.
Yeah.
Yep. Terry Fallon, guys, weather update from Bancroft. Today we had snow, freezing rain, and more rain. Isn't that magical? God, he's gonna love it here.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you like sun and warmth. Bootney, anyone remember the 1983 film The Day After?
I do.
Yep. About nuclear strikes in America. It's been in the news lately. I watched it on YouTube yesterday. It's still depressing. No nukes for Iran. Correct.
Yeah, that film was with Henry Fonda. He played the lead character in that movie.
Yeah,
The Day After.
Yeah, common sense would say you can't have nuclear weapons in Iran. But then you start realizing like these ballistic missile programs, they're working on where they can actually hit the West.
So they can hit all of Europe right now.
Yeah, like hello. So
including England.
You got to think maybe it's time they change that think process in Iran. Kenny Beck, hey, Hal Finney is Satoshi. Okay, here we go.
I wish I was Satoshi.
Oh, yeah. Stuart Level, the Alphabet Boys made Bitcoin with the intelligence of some special college kids. Okay. Yeah. Sergey Brin, I think, is one of them Alphabet Boys. Mr. For Your Sister, Bootney 66. I understand what you're saying, but I try to look at the facts. Nobody will ever be able to convince me a country with, say, 4 nukes will ever attack a country that is 12,000. 4 nukes would more than wipe out all of Israel. So,
how many nukes does Israel have?
Who knows?
I think it's only 2.
Bullshit. It's never been published, but they wouldn't be stopping at 2. Okay. That's my opinion. You might be right, but I doubt it. I bet money on that.
I think I remember Netanyahu saying once that they only had a couple, and that was just their insurance policy that Iran wouldn't wipe them off the earth.
I don't think that's true, Coop. But yeah, no. Hey, nukes. Once one falls, that's the end of the game.
Yeah, and I think the 2 that he said that they had 8 warheads in each one.
Okay, well,
that's enough to take out Iran completely. Yeah, 16 warheads.
You might be right on that case then. Mr. For Your Sister. Oh, now Brooke is loving the VIP. Now you can't go back to the regular people section, Brookie. Well, yeah.
You should stay independent like me.
I always flew economy when I was flying to the Florida Coop. So,
sorry, VIP. Sorry.
Yeah, no. He's thinking you're right on that. He's got me hooked on the VIP, and he's actually kind of got me hooked on this business class. He said one thing one time. Brookie, you want to be the richest man in the graveyard?
Yep.
Spend a little money, fly business class. Yeah, it made sense when I thought about it.
And I said to Brooke, I said, you can't take it with you when you go. And his reply was, I'm taking a cashier's check.
Traveler's checks. Get the story straight.
Traveler's check when he goes. Yeah.
Mr. Nutt with his Texas humor. Good morning, CBD and gang. With all this stuff going on, I just wish there was some place I could be where I didn't have to worry about it. There is, called Bang Saray. Okay, wait, there is, and I am here. Happy Songkran. Yeah. Robert's moving to Bang Saray. He's going to love it down there, I think. Yeah. Las Vegas Trader. I am over age 70. Well, join the club. So no problem with airport VIP line. Yeah, if you're over 70, you automatically go.
Correct.
If I am traveling with a young person, please list the ways to obtain access to the airport VIP line. You just take them with you.
No.
Oh, I think you can.
No, you can't. They have to.
What if your wife's with you and she's under 70? You're not sending her to that. Technically, forget it. You'll get through VIP easy.
No. What you can do, Las Vegas Trader, is you can go on the Swanepoel Airport website and you can purchase the VIP. which a lot of people do. And it's like $30. It's not a lot, but it fast tracks you. It's basically fast track service.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and I think it's fantastic.
Mm.
I love it. So you don't have to get a business class ticket like Brooke and I did. You can actually purchase the VIP through Swanapalm Airport. Just go on to Google, go to their webpage, and you can purchase it on there with a credit card, debit card, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I flew back with Jackie from Australia a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
The guy waved me into the VIP line, and Jackie followed me in, so we both cleared it. And she didn't buy the pass. If you don't want to take the chance, yeah, Coop's absolutely right.
They can
It's cheap.
turn your partner and say, no, you have to go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike the Medic, guys, this channel is the only one that gives real info, real-time info. All the happily married expat vloggers are losing their wives. Should have moved to Thailand. Unfortunately, divorce is a common occurrence in the West. I think 50%. Maybe it's up from that. Who knows? But
it's pretty high.
Get the right one, guys. Get them, bring them here. You're going to love it. Terry Fallon, Coop, my wife and I can't wait to meet all the people in your community. There's a lot of couples here from the West. So, no problem. Hopefully soon it will be ours too. Yeah.
Get out. Very welcome.
Get out from Canada, Terry, before they put that $500,000 departure tax because you're leaving Canada. Imagine the idiots if they try to pull that shit.
Everybody in the chat is welcome. And those watching the live stream, all except the one that said I'm a racist and a bigot.
Yeah, no, they're not welcome. J.E. Washington from around the corner. Good morning, guys. Heading to my sniper position right outside your gate, Cooper. I'm going to get Brookie on his way out after the live stream. You'll be waiting a long time, J.E. I'm spending, come on in because I'm going to spend the morning here.
I'll open the gate.
Bingo. Mike the Medic, guys, this channel is the only real deal for your area.
And thank you.
Yeah, we hope so. Mike the Swede, Phetchabun is 300 kilometers north of Bangkok. That's up in the boonies then, is it?
Not boonies, but yeah, it's up there.
Okay. What a sale. Admission is free. You pay to get out.
Canada.
Yeah. Bob and Noak said, in 3 months, moving to Sakanakon. Wife is there to finish the house build. Yeah, that happens a lot here.
There you go.
Yeah, good for you.
Good for you, Bob.
Snowbird, question. The only time I was in the Land of Smiles was in 2016. Back then, the skyscraper by the patio sign had been abandoned. I see it's still there. That's 10 years later. It's still there. You folks know anything about that?
Yeah, we get asked about that quite a lot on the channel.
Do.
And basically, the builder went bankrupt. Everybody pulled out. There was people that wanted to build it, but didn't want to get the correct permits. And there was some fake permits issued. Government found out, shut them down. Investors pulled out. Now nobody wants to take it down. The builder said, I'm bankrupt.
I got no money.
I got no money.
Pay me and I'll take it down.
Pay me, we'll take it down.
The city said, the hell with that shit.
Exactly.
I don't know if anybody ended up in jail
that's
or
where
not.
it is, Snowbird. It's stuck in hiatus.
Yeah.
And we got another shout out from Anthony, who bought us a coffee and says, thanks for all you do, guys. And thank you, Anthony.
Thank
Much
you,
appreciated.
Anthony. Yes.
Yeah. You buy us the coffee on the show, you always get a shout out.
Yeah, and we'll hopefully buy you a beer at Fraser's at the meet and greet. Cooper would be happy to do that. And even me just mentioned. Mike Medic, what a sale. Hotel California. Yeah,
check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Yep.
Alfa Romeo, just quick heads up to Mr. Nutt, Johnny the Greek, and the Malaccas. Look twice before leaving your condo. I have the same water Songkran thugs looking for me. Oh, he's got them looking for us. Mike Doty and Little Mike, did you see the Tyson Fury fight? Great fight. Fury won that decisively.
He did. It went all the way to the 12th round.
Yeah.
Yeah. He couldn't.
He won it on points, but I mean, he was.
Oh, yeah.
I think he won every round.
Yeah. He won majority of the rounds. The first two rounds, he was trying to find his footing. And then the remaining 10 rounds, he was
kicking ass.
He was kicking ass.
The next fight he's after is is going to be a big one, they say.
The Battle of Britain.
Yeah.
That's
They
what
should have
call
fought
it.
years ago, but for some reason it never happened. Well,
No.
better late than never, I guess. And they'll make big money.
Oh,
easy.
heck
They'll
yeah.
Past their primes, both of them, I think. What a sale. Mike Medic, a great classic.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Snowbird, by the way, I just need to finish up a few contracts and I'm making the move there, guys. See you all at the meet and greet. Good for you. Rick Price, pool party at Cooper's. Yep, he loves surprise events. Bring balloons filled with water.
Or fill them up at the pool.
Booty, I agree, Brooke. I plan to do Songkran once when I move to Thailand. Then after that, I'm leaving town. I just stay in my condo. I got pools to swim in there. Alpha Milk, Snowbird, congrats. Terry goes on to say, Coop, we had it.
Okay.
The one in the house, hello, fellows. Coop, it was wonders how much grew indentures in Thailand. I was wondering. P.S. for top and bottom. Screw indentures.
Okay.
Kind of like what you got, didn't
Well,
it?
these are implants. Yeah, screw indentures, same thing. That's what I call them. You can get top and bottom for under 1 million baht in Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So
bell that rang, was that somebody
that
else?
is the pool guy.
Oh, the pool guy, sir. Did he come in?
He will. He lets himself
Okay,
in.
good.
He's got his own key to the side gate. Yeah. PS for top and bottom. Yeah, you can do it for under $20,000 here.
Sure.
Top and bottom.
And if you don't need the screw in, you can do it for $300.
Mm.
What a sale. I will do one Songkran, and then my idea of getting soaked will be in the pool with Brooke and the gang. Yes, yes, we'll be together. Jerry Fallon, Coop, we had 2 tenderloins on the charcoal barbecue. Thought of you, buddy.
Making me jealous, Terry.
Mark Schaefer, hey, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlena. Coop, I'd like to do the e-bike around that lake you're talking about when I get there, Mace 2. Sounds like a blast if I can fit it in. Yeah.
It is a blast.
Yep.
That e-bike was fantastic. I loved it.
And the trails are perfect there, guys. It's
Oh,
like
yes.
asphalt. And
It is asphalt.
They're looked after.
Yeah.
No trouble. Mai says, hey, CBD, Brooke, wondering if you had an update on health insurance after your meeting. Well, the guy said, hey, it could be the end of the month. I thought he meant end of March. Turns out the end of April. So I suspect I'll have to go and do a physical. But no, I haven't heard back. I am getting other quotes besides this company.
Okay, well, let's talk about that on the next live
Sure.
stream. We're out
Okay.
of time. We're at 2 hours, 1 minute.
Yeah. Simply Social, I was ready to come there next month, and a family member said that China was going to take over Thailand. Oh, I don't believe that, FUD. I was going to send the expats to China for organ harvesting. I'm scared.
Oh, my God. Fake news.
I think that's an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
You just tell them. Damon from Laos, Damon Budgeon. Hello, CBD. Just quickly watched your political video and totally agree. Damon's from Aussie, mind ya. Politics only divides people. Correct. Leave it at home. In the end, all politicians are only in it for their own benefit.
Yes.
Seems to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay out of it, folks. When you get here, nobody's going to judge you.
Damon's moving to Laos. He's got a bike for sale. And Morton. Hey, everyone. Yes, that was an important Saturday video, by the way, Coop. Love the backdrop, too. That huge, lovely tree. Can't wait until we can get there. Maybe he can't forgot his key because he rang again.
You'll see my key there beside the chair, Brooke.
Yeah.
It's the one that says number 2 on it. Can you just check and see who's at the side gate?
Oh, here?
Mm-hmm. No, right there on the side of my chair.
Here? Oh, yeah, here.
See it there?
Yeah.
You
Hit
see
number
the key?
2?
No, the one that says number 2 on it.
Yeah, number 2. You want the keys?
No, you want to open the side gate with the key.
Oh, just take it out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, gate 2. All right.
Yeah, that's the one. Vegas Chris says, rebate checks. What is this you say, Coop? I have no idea what it feels like to get a check from the government. I got many.
Coming.
Little secret. Brooke's about to get soaking wet. I bet that's J.E. ringing the doorbell. He's about to get soaking wet.
Sweaty cop. You.
He outside goes, you bastard.
Come on in. He thought it was the pool guy. I'm still on the live stream.
Yeah, it was J.E. Did he get you?
No.
Was it
That's
J.E.?
it. Yes. He's waiting.
He can come in. Tell him, come on in.
Come on in.
J.E., come on in. So, Stu Martin says over half of America cheat on their taxes. How do I explain this kind of behavior to my 26 dependents? Oh my God, tie it in a knot, bud. That's what I say. 26 dependents. Oh my. Simply Social says so true. What Cooper said about the regime, cannot trust them. Luckily, we have the great president. They're just like when Reagan was in. When the wall fell down, that was great that he got the wall to come down. How you doing, JE?
Reagan and
Oh
Trump
my God,
the same.
Look at that super soaker that JE's got there. He's ready for Brooke. Are you ready to get Brooke after the live stream?
So that's a common look here, guys. It's not those little water pistols we grew up with. They got these.
That is a huge
cannons now.
Blaster, yeah.
Got that one already. Simply Social, can I get a 40-meter apartment at Dusset 2 with a balcony for $500 a month? Maybe a little more than that for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, well, you're probably looking
close. No, 40 meter to be a 1-bedroom. Yeah, so yeah, you can do that easy.
Yeah, 36 square meter, 1-bedroom. Yeah, you can do that.
12 to 15,000 baht, so
3 to 400.
450. Yeah, 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Mike Doty and Little Mike, I noticed the Thailand government is very smart with keeping peace with pretty much the entire world except for Cambodia sometimes, and even that doesn't go far. Correct. The U.S. can learn from that. Yeah, they're pretty peaceful people here. Bob and Nook says, very nice. Okay. Simply Social, did you see when John Kerry was in Iran negotiating? It was hilarious. The Iranis were in a meeting telling Americans that they were going to cut out the negotiating heads and the U.S. was the devil.
I remember that, yeah.
Mike Maddock, please, people learn about the big picture or shut the F up.
We all need to.
Shannon Matt Cooper, who do you use to file your taxes for the USA from Thailand? Once they're in Thailand and retired, I'm concerned about getting them done correctly. Thanks.
Right. I file my taxes through the great state of Arizona.
Okay.
And Phoenix, to be exact. And I file as exempt because I'm on disability and it's tax-free.
Yeah.
But I still have to file every year.
If you've got
you can do that online.
Yeah. Get a CPA in the States. In Canada, they're called CAs. So I use a good CA from a fairly big firm, mid-size, but that's recommended.
Yeah.
You don't worry about Thai taxes here. The majority and 99.99% of them don't even have never met a guy that even filed taxes
Correct.
in Thailand. Biggest Chris, not only the Spratlys, but trying to take over the Scarborough Shoal. That is actually inside the Philippine zone.
Economic zone,
yeah.
Yes.
He's talking about China here. Horrible what China has been doing in the South China Sea.
Correct. Yeah. Well, it's actually the Philippine Sea. And China's dominated, said, we don't care what the world courts say. We don't care that it's within your economic zone. We're taking it.
They got a big stick.
Yeah. And anytime the Philippines try and take food and supplies to the island, China's got their Coast Guard out there. They ram the vessels and try and sink them.
Big water cannons.
Yeah.
Trying to shoot them off the deck. Terry Fallon, to give some good news, Viktor Orban got voted out of power in Hungary. That's a positive. Yeah, for most people it is. Simply Social. Yeah, Cooper, it's right. Dems give up the woke BS. Mr. For your sister, Shannon Mack, you can still use the same person that you're using now if you have someone.
Yeah.
Talking about the accountants, I think. Snowbird, speaking of go-karts, are home-built carts allowed on the track now?
You could probably rent out the track. I do see certain race events where people do come from all over Thailand. They got the trailers with their own.
Oh, wow.
And they just rent out the track for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have seen that, Snowbird.
Captain Action, Cooper, do you have a live stream planned for anytime soon? I'm looking forward to it. Hit the like button. Make Darlena smile. Yeah, we're on
next
one
Saturday.
now.
I will be back by myself.
Well, Wednesday we got a live stream.
No, he's talking about me by myself with the panel.
Oh, okay. Every Saturday. Isn't it?
Yeah. Next Saturday.
Tie-dye runner. The U.S. has no idea what it's doing. Do what the Israelis tell them to do. Okay, well.
There's an opinion.
Simply Social. Is there any fresh meal prep company there in Jomtien? I believe there is.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
And they deliver.
And
they're on Grab,
to your door.
On the Grab app.
Be a lot cheaper than back in the West. Tie-dye runner. Trump wanted a pee. Mike Medic. Tie-dye, you're kidding me, right? Timmy P
Keep
says,
it civil, please.
The only country Iran is letting through the strait is China. Not hard to figure that one out.
Well,
probably North Korea.
And now America's going to stop China.
Stop them all.
Yeah.
Timmy P. Oh, missed that one.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, back one.
No.
Okay, Alpha
you got
Male
it.
says, boys, I packed and shipped extra large water balloons to the Songkran thugs. Brookie, watch out. Look up and walk a bit quicker before leaving the condo. The balloons are funded by a couple of Filipinas.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, they're out to get me. Simply Social. Brooke, how far is the gym there? Can I walk to it from Dusset? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Also, how much is a trainer by the hour? It'll be cheap by the hour. Whether you need one, check with the gym. If you're staying at Dusset, they've got, you can use Dusset 1 or 2 gyms.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah, and I know people that are walking there. It's like 15-minute walk. Nice warm up. Simply Social. Yeah, Cooper, the Muslims are taking over. That is what Trump warned about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Mike Medic says, I am laughing my ass off listening to some of these people. So entertaining. That's good. Everyone comes here for entertainment. Shannon Mack, Mr. for your sister. Thank you. Wasn't sure how that worked. If American accountants know if Thailand taxes 401k withdrawals and to avoid double taxation and such.
No, they don't. There is a dual taxation agreement with Thailand and the US, and you will not get taxed here in Thailand.
Yeah. Now, I think what you're referring to, Shannon, first off, you want to be with a huge firm. Want to go with one of the majors. They'll have someone in there familiar, believe it or not, with Thai taxation. At least they'll be able to research it and give you legitimate advice. The Ma and Pa's, the 1, 2, 3-man outfits, forget it. They're good general accountants, but not specific for your needs. So
yeah, got to wrap it up, Brooke. We're 11 minutes
I'm waiting
over.
on you to get going. Simply Social. Yeah, what was happening there until Trump got in the office? All you have to ask is Trump how to do it. Simply Social. Ellis Island had a strict medical history to obey. Also, nations like Ireland were recruited in the military or drafted right away.
I didn't know that.
Alpha Male, the bot holding steady, 32.29, 23 Canadian.
Yeah, it is.
Terry Fallon,
Ellis Island, yeah.
Vincent Van Gogh, there he is. Israel is a rogue state and the biggest terrorist in the world, along with the U.S. Israel should not have nukes, and JFK got assassinated by not approving it. Stop watching the Zionist mainstream.
I don't watch the mainstream at all.
I think I called Vincent.
Go, Mike Doughty.
Mike Doughty. Brooke, Milton Friedman said his biggest mistake was suggesting that American taxes be taken automatically from our paychecks. I didn't realize he was the one we had to thank for that. Las Vegas Trader, for U.S. citizens only, due date for FBAR is April 15th. Due date for FACTA is July 1st. Your bank will report you to the U.S. government. You must also file those or face fines.
Or pay fines, yep.
What a sale. Damn, maybe I should move to England with all those freebies.
Exactly.
Snowbird, Terry Fallon, Ellis Sound, Correctamundo. Vincent says, news and watch independent news. By the way, most nations do not support Israel genocide. Yeah, that's, well, we're getting political here.
Yeah.
Stuart Lovell, the wealth is flowing from west to east. My Thai paradise, there's Kimster. I want to go to the land of smiles. There's 2 gentlemen I like there. That is correct. Monday.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
Yeah, we like Kimmy. 843 Photography. Grok says the most popular baby name given to boys in England and Wales combined is now Muhammad.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
That's true. That'd be interesting if it was. Simply Social. The USA needs immigration like Thailand. Terry Fallon, Snowbird, how are you doing, buddy? Simply Social. People of the world love Trump for what he is doing. Simply Social. Our oil in Texas is low, has not affected the U.S. that much. Terry Fallon, Simply Social. Question. For travel, which is iPhone 17 or Samsung? They're both work here.
Yeah, both are good.
You can get them both here, too.
Yeah.
So. Mr. for your sister, one thing that COVID taught me was this: America really does not make that much.
A lot's imported, yes.
Yeah. Snowbird, Alaska has huge oil in the ground. Drill, baby, drill. So does Canada. Mr. for your sister, OPEC sets the oil prices. America has no say-so. No, I don't agree with that. It used to be that way, even over the oil that we pump. Terry Fallon, guys, I guess I did the last com. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 2 more comments. Okay.
But don't know what happened to them.
Simply Social. Asian, how do you survive? They are strong people. Yep. Barry O'Neill, go to Luton and tell me the UK isn't a Muslim country. That guy says it's not a Labour voter.
I've been to Luton. It is.
Yeah. Simply Social. Every citizen of Kuwait is subsidized by the government, and the citizens are rich.
Correct.
Simply Social. Cooper, is that right? They are rich, and that what is wrong? We protect them and get nothing. Like, look at the U.S. as being dumb.
Yeah, Cooper is right. They are rich, and that is what's wrong. We protect them, and they get nothing. Exactly.
Mike Doty and Little Mike. So you get money for being a Kuwaiti?
Correct.
What do you get for being an American? Oh,
tax. Exactly.
Terry Fallon, Mike Doty. The West is not the best for quality of life. I think Coop and Brooke have found a better way.
Exactly.
In Thailand.
Folks. Come join us.
Alfred Moreno. Canadians exiting record levels recently. Yeah. With 106,000 permanent departures in 24, 10-year high. Many are prime working age, 25 to 44 age group, university educated, and in high-earning fields. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why they're looking at that tax exit. It's Simply Social. Now the tribes of the casino here in the U.S., if they're 100% from that tribe, like Choctaw, from the time they were born, to get a monthly subsidy of like $300 to $500 a month, according to how much profit they make. Interesting.
For the casinos, yeah.
So it does happen. Simply Social, the casino makes, yeah. Alpha, sciences, finance, groups that overlap with higher wealth. Ontario accounts for a disproportionate share.
Those leaving
Canadians
Canada.
Leaving. Simply Social, do you have to worry about the e-bike being stolen?
No.
No, typically not here. No.
And you can get insurance for them just like
you'll
you do a motorbike
see that when
or
you
a car.
land here.
Yeah.
People are quite trusting. Alpha Male, more millionaires exiting Canada at a higher rate. Taxes, and more taxes. Oh, my Buddha. BYD, that's the electric one. The BYD is coming up with a fast charging vehicle, full charge in 9 to 12 minutes. That should be a winner.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Doty and Little Mike, thanks, Coop. Next Songkran, I'll find out where all the Russian ladies are, and I'll stick around that area.
John's smiling. He's got a big old smile on his face. Aim for the chest.
Mike Doty and Little Mike, thanks for a great show as always. God bless.
Okay, take care.
Winding
Have a great
up.
day,
Have a great day,
Roger.
says Roger. What a sale. Great show and love you all. Great community. Okay.
Thank you. What a
Terry
sale.
Fowler, what a sale. Thumbs up. Alpha Male, thanks again for another informative, entertaining show. It's Mando and sticky rice time. He loves his Thai food.
Thumbs up from Terry.
Mr. For Your Sister, Alpha Male, I have heard that between 50 and 60% of the millionaires have left the United States. Even.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Jerry in Arkansas says, thanks, another great show. You two are hilarious.
And thanks. We try and have fun on the show.
I'm as serious as they come. Timmy P, great stream as always, gents. Enjoy your week.
Okay, Tim, you too, buddy.
Terry goes on. Thanks, gents. See you on the next one. To all in the chat, take care.
You too, Terry.
Mr. For Your Sister, everyone take care and stay safe. Goes on to say, if he soaks Brooke on the cam, I will buy a bottle of gin. No, I'll buy you a bottle or a cigar when I come.
Is that loaded? It's loaded.
No,
Get him.
You're going to buy me that, right?
Get him.
Oh,
he's got him. He got him.
You'll be cleaning up.
He got him. He
Not
got him.
Darlena.
He did actually
I
get
hope
him.
Darlena
Wow.
saw that.
Thanks, Mr. For Your Sister.
Jesus. I didn't think that thing was loaded. Biggest Chris. Thanks, guys. Wishing you a
and the gang a wonderful week ahead.
Yeah.
Got ya. T-Bone in the house says,
did you get your coffee I sent?
Did you, T-Bone? Let me just take a quick look. Ryan S. Hang on. Yep, we just got a shout out. I didn't even hear it. It must have been when you were ringing the doorbell there, J.E. Who bought us 3 coffees. It says, thank you guys. Have a coffee on me. See you on the next live stream. How much to get your teeth out there? Well, mine were a lot more expensive because I had to be put to sleep. I'm type 2 diabetic, and I'm one of the 1 in 600 people that are diabetic that Novocaine doesn't work on me. The local anesthetic doesn't work, so therefore they had to put me to sleep. It made me pay almost 3 times as much. So you can price that up in your head. But thank you, T-Bone, in the house for the coffee. Much appreciated.
Tommy the Terminator, great stream again. Have a great day, everyone.
We will. You too, buddy. Last
Thank
comment.
Chris, 84 likes. Pound that like button. Make Darlene smile, guys.
84. Come on, guys. 16 more. If you haven't, pound it now. It's free. And thank you, Mr. J.E., for getting Brooke wet on camera.
There'll be no more shooting of water
I'm going to
cannons
save this
in the
video as
house.
one of my favorites. I really am.
Oh,
that was fantastic.
There we go.
So thank you, one. Thank you all for coming on and joining us. Keep it civil, keep it peaceful, have fun, laugh, enjoy life. It's too short, folks.
Come to Thailand.
Get out the matrix.
Yep.
Until Wednesday, Money Matters. Have a great couple of days ahead. We got some fantastic news to report to you that's happening in Congress today. That's going to make Money Matters Wednesday a fantastic show, and we'll let you know what that is on Wednesday. So until then, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Enjoy the outro, our favorite sites here in Thailand. Until then, take care and God bless.
Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Oh, what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Oh, what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's still my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high. Jungles whisper secrets, rivers carve the land. Cooper's holding Thailand in the palm of my hand. Elephants roam in the sunset's blaze. Every day's a wonder lost in a daze. From spicy street eats to the ocean's embrace. Thailand's a paradise I'll never erase. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Oh, what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thai-adventure. Can't get it enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. So here's to the nights, the sights and the dreams. Thailand's a wonder bursting at the seams. Cooper's Thai. smile.